Hello, everyone, and welcome to Werewolf the Forsaken, the Bitches of Brewery Park, Season 2. How's everybody doing tonight? That includes you, Flora.
Oh, I can talk.
Us people?
Awake.
You are people.
I'm
Nice.
super awake. Yeah.
You can actually see us.
It's true. We
This is
got
different.
we got the Canadian internet working, kind of.
A little.
Oh, sorry that my chair is squeaky. The new one's on the way. So hello and welcome to another season of Werewolf the Forsaken. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm Kelly. I'm your storyteller for the evening, and with me are my pack of werewolves. Why don't we introduce ourselves, starting with Megan?
Hi, I'm actually Christine, but I'm
That's true.
playing Megan Butler, who is an Uratha Ironmaster.
And if you're looking at our new frames done by our buddy Michael, you can actually see that you are an Uratha Ironmaster.
Yes.
I know, it's neat, right?
I will have to learn to interpret those symbols.
I mean, it's pretty easy to guess which one's which, since three of you are Iron Masters, and then you've got the Stormlord at the bottom just cranking energy drinks.
I gotta keep up.
You got to keep up. Amy, how's it going?
It's good. Hello, I am Amy, and I'm playing Kate Powers, the Aelidoth Ironmaster.
Ooh, let's get a fan going. It's warm today. Hello, Caitlin.
Hello, my name is Caitlin, and I'm playing Claire Iwatani, the Rahu Ironmaster.
And finally, hi, Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen, and I'm playing Brighton, the Kahalith Stormlord, in a pack of Iron Masters. Oh boy.
Well, somebody has to keep him in check. There we go. Got the fan on.
Someone needs to at least think that they can keep them in check.
Right? Yeah.
It's true. A couple of things before we begin tonight, the actual game. I just wanted to remind everyone that during downtime, we voted to use the Putting It on the Line system. Now, for those of you who are new to Werewolf or have not used this optional system before, I'm just going to lay it out as quickly as I can. Basically, in order to create mass drama, what you do is werewolves have the ability, well, the flaw that they tend to go into an animalistic rampage, like a werewolf. Like in a werewolf movie, for example. And that's really cool, and that's something I really, really like about werewolves. So this optional system does, when instead of making rolls, when something is particularly dramatic, I can just fade to black and determine that you entered Death Rage, the Karuth. And what we do is before each session, I hand out index cards. Now, if you were with me physically, because of COVID, we're not, so I've got them right here. Each one of you is going to write down on one of these Post-its, and write something on your side of the universe too, a connection. So this should be an important connection that is a place or organization or a character reflected in your merits, touchstones, anything like that, anything that hurts to lose. Okay? For the initial run, that can be any pack member. It can also be any family member. It can be, I would prefer if it was anyone physically present in the city of Vancouver, and also anyone who has had or will, before this goes off, have a speaking role. Basically, in the TV show of this game, they'd get an acting credit. Right? It can't just be, oh, my Uncle Bob, who's never seen, I ate him. Oops. Uncle Bob's always getting eaten by random werewolves. Don't read into that. At any point, I can call this in, and then I rip up the card. And that doesn't mean that you killed them. It could just mean that you ruined your relationship. I'm going to try to keep it like kind of interesting and liberal so that you're not murdering your parents every other episode. This is Werewolf, not Batman. We don't just need a bunch of orphans running around. But this could also include spirits. And then another thing that you can do is anytime you choose to, you can put another card on the line. So for example, Kate, you choose your cousin. Whose name is Carly. And Megan chooses her brother Daniel. However, in the middle of a fight, you need So how's it go? You can put it down. So say you put Carly down, but you can also put your mother down. And by doing that, you add a second card that I can rip up at any time, but you get a free willpower point for your roll.
Willpower's nice.
Yeah, it is, especially when you don't
Like
have any.
willpower.
This
I
might
have
be
so
to power
much
a
of
special
that.
ability or to gain a bonus. At any time, one player can challenge another player as well to accept a dramatic failure on an action. If they do so, the challenger must put one of her cards on the line to add tension, and drama is another option they have here. Ideally, you should make a loose connection when you do this. Oh, well, you got noticed by the cops and your uncle's a cop. Or something like that, right? So, you can spend time building up the revelations. We'll deal with that when it comes up, though. Okay? So, all I want to start with is each of you figure out a person, place, or crucial thing that would hurt your character to lose, and let me know what they are.
Okay. For our own reference, is this the rules about this? Which page is it in the Werewolf Core? Or is it one
It is
of
in
the
the Werewolf
supplemental-
Core. If you want to review it later, it is on page... Oh, wait. I put a tab.
Aha!
No, I
Clever.
didn't. That's for Wolf-Blooded.
Almost clever.
Oop, and I elbowed the mic. Oh, God. Season 2 is so good so far. So... Oh,
So much tension.
Well,
Aw.
Militia, you should totally check in. I hope I pronounced that right. Militia, you should check in after game. The POD will be on for a while, and the edited YouTube version, slightly edited, will be up in about 2 days due to my contract with Twitch. But it's great to have you here. I hope you get some good sleep. And
Thanks for the
Have a
good
sleep.
vibes.
and
Yeah.
congrats
Thanks for
on
checking in.
Because that would be nice. Oh,
Did I
COVID.
just search this myself? I'll just search
You
it
probably
myself.
can just search it
I'll just
yourself.
search it myself.
But I'm like, oh, god damn it. Where? It's in a weird place. It's in the storytelling section, I'm pretty...
292.
this page- yeah, I found it in the index. It's
Okay.
actually in the index versus, the teamwork tab.
I found it in the table of contents.
Ah!
Wait, there's actually a table of contents in this book?
Yeah.
There is.
White Wolf does good table of contents, or Onyx Path does good table of contents and poor indexes. It's the legend of Onyx Path and White Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, so does anybody have an idea of who they want to put on the line first?
I think not so much that maybe it would hurt her to lose him, but it would be traumatic as hell to have done it.
Mhm.
Would be the actor dude. I've forgotten his name.
Chris.
Chris.
Nice.
Okay. Who's next?
Oh man.
So I was thinking maybe Gina.
Ooh, going big with a pack
Yeah.
mate.
Well, yeah, I don't really have anyone else that I'm really connected to.
You will.
Yeah, I know, but currently that has a speaking role, except Ross. But I feel like we've done that a lot. So
Yeah, Ross had some trouble last season.
he did.
Yeah, he
did.
kind of got put on the line last season.
He
by
already
accident.
kind of did.
Brighton, you have Link as well as several members of your house.
Yeah, I was thinking going outside the pack because there's a few pack members I'm close to, but
So
I feel like there was an NPC I gave you that I just need to
sure.
So,
look up the
okay.
name
So
of.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, so every connection that we have with other characters, and then we just, to put it on the line, we just put one of those forward, and then so we have existing other names that we can then put forward when these other situations come up, to potentially, if we're putting more than one on the line.
Yes, you
So
put more
really,
than
we should be having more than one person written down
everybody starts with one.
on the line.
You have one on the line at the beginning of game. Later in game, you can say, I need that point of willpower.
So
we'll
having
put-
us pre-write them down in advance is sort of makes it easier, I think,
You
is what
can,
it.
I mean, yeah, ideally.
Cool.
But
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
You'll do those when it's not your scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, so start brainstorming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure I'll just write them down as I put them on the line so I remember who I put on the line.
That's a good idea. And I've got the
Fair.
Post-its here. So, Kate or Brighton, do you have any ideas?
Kate is going to put her ex-girlfriend on.
Oh, okay. And her name was?
Addie.
Addie, and it's ex-fiance.
Addison. Yes. But...
All right. And Brighton?
Hold on, I'm just trying to find the name because I wrote it down.
Was it Aubrey?
I started yawning
Goff?
a ton, so I'm just going to take a quick minute to go grab an energy drink. Ugh.
Sounds good.
Before we get started.
Kira Washington, the owner of the house I live in.
Is it Tira or Kira?
Kira.
With a K?
With a K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just put landlord in parentheses so that I remember who that is. All right. So, and everybody open your drinks. Everybody put on your wolf hats.
I have my wolf vest with the hood.
We don't all have fancy wolf hats, Kelly.
I have one, but it's not right here. I should.
Kelly has a second one that I can go grab.
No, it's fine.
Next time.
All right. So you guys ready for season 2?
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome to season 2. We are going to have a lot of fun, and to give you a little bit of background, this game is set in Vancouver, British Columbia, and involves 4 young werewolves who were brought together by a now deceased alpha named Val Sparks the Iron. During season 1, the group investigated her recent murder, and in doing so, discovered that the city of Vancouver had a lot of inter-werewolf political problems, as well as some very, very strange things happening in the shadows. One of which was that Val had a connection to a police captain named Marcus Sullivan. This person was a force of antagonism for the characters. They eventually hunted him down and killed him and a couple of other police officers in order to rescue a member of their pack who also was on the force. However, the season ended with kind of an odd taste in their mouth, as while they felt that this was the right action, something about it just felt kind of off, including which, during that rescue attempt, Megan confronted a strange creature that had the face of their former alpha and the ability to contort its body into strange shapes, so much so that it could work its way down a storm drain bonelessly. With that, we're going to start in season 2, which is starting at the very beginning of April. And the exact day is, I believe we're starting on April 3rd, which is, let me just check my moon chart, because that's the one thing I didn't write down.
That seems important.
For werewolves, never.
I spent so much time working on the NPC stuff for tonight that I forgot to check the moon chart. So, you know. Work, damn it. There we go. Okay, so werewolf. Oh god, now of course 50 versions of this folder are trying to open because I clicked it so many times. Okay, hold on just one sec, guys, and we'll get started. I just want to make sure whose moon it is. I believe it is Kate's moon.
All right.
So it is, you know what, we're starting on Thursday, April 2nd, actually. And so it is the half moon. Kate, that means that on any gifts, you gain a +3 bonus to activate them.
Okay.
And it changes over to the Cahalith moon on roughly midday Saturday.
Sorry, which date is it? Oh, it's Thursday? Okay.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
And it's change on...
So basically, like Saturday day morning, it becomes Brighton's moon for 2 days, and then it's Claire's moon for about 4.5 days.
Okay. So Gift's got a +3 bonus to
activation, yeah.
activation?
They should, yeah. It's under the optional systems inside of right at the beginning of the gift section.
Great. I don't have to panic at hearing a werewolf howl or a wolf or anything. Good.
All right. All right. Any last questions before we start off?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Well, then here we are with Werewolf the Forsaken, the Bitches of Brewery Park, Season 2, Episode 1, Plague Dogs. This story is true. When Father Wolf's children rose up and slew him, Mother Luna wept from her sky palace over her lover's corpse. She cursed her children and their children's children to forever fear the moon's metal. She raged like never before and ached like never before, and she hid in the comforting embrace of her brother, Helios. And for much time the world was shrouded in darkness. To this day, one must only look skyward to see the marks along the moon's surface where Mother Luna's tears had left a permanent mark. But then, one by one, Mother Luna's children rose up and swore to take their father's place, to guard the border marches, to keep the peace between the newly divided worlds of flesh and spirit, to honor the memory of her fallen lover. They begged for her forgiveness, pleaded for her understanding, prayed for her love. And Mother Luna is exactly that, a mother. And as all mothers, she forgave them. She lessened their bane and blessed them with powers and duties. She gave them a code to hold their father's might in check. She accepted her children once more. But Helios is not a mother. Helios, the burning one, is not mercurial, or changing, or forgiving. He is a being of righteous wrath, and he has never forgiven what his sister's children did to her, or that their kinslaying sundered Pangaea into a mockery. Helios hates the Uratha for what they have done, and for what they may do again, and he has not forgotten why they are called the Forsaken. This is why we do not hunt in the shadow during the day. When Helios reigns, we are both hunter and prey. The story is also true. The world of humans shut down on the equinox. Across the world, governments fell into disarray and people holed up in their homes, fearful of the invisible plague that swept the globe. 2 weeks have passed since then, and the world has adapted. In the port city of Vancouver, in the province of British Columbia, in the country known as Canada, a pack of young werewolves have adjusted as well. The western part of the city had laid unclaimed by the Forsaken or the Pure for almost 2 years. But through an alliance between the dogs of Brewery Park and a small pack known as Storm Song, they had spent the last month slowly digging into the territory, rooting out where things had gone rotten. And yet, no matter how many spirits they slew, how many creatures they had battled, how much of this territory they had unearthed, there was always something else. And that's where we'll begin our story tonight. You find yourself south of Greektown, over on the west side of Vancouver. It's almost April 3rd. Midnight is only a scant 45 minutes away. You're all gathered around a house that is along 16th Avenue toward the Pacific Spirit Regional Park. The house in front of you once was a 2-floor, but some time ago a fire gutted it, blackening the beams and leaving it a crude skeleton of what it once was. Huge rentable fences from strong construction stand sentry outside. Other houses, tight proximity, just 30 feet on either side, loom, their lights off. It's a Thursday night, and aside from one window where you can clearly see that the man in the house on the right is watching something on Netflix, the street is silent. None of you have seen a single soul pass in the last half hour. Your investigation into this area is based on something that happened not that long ago. You discovered a hunger spirit dwelling inside of the property of the Blackbird's pack. It's not the only hunger spirit that you've seen, though. You're at this compound, this burned out husk, because some tips from spirits have informed you that there are spirits of hunger that have crossed the gauntlet and possessed human forms, hiding in that house, squatting. Where would you be? Would you just burst in? Would you be sneaking around from the back, watching from the street or the park?
I
It's
feel
just the
like
four of
Probably
us.
sneaking.
It's just
Yeah.
the four of you. Callum Cutting Teeth is not with you tonight. The alpha of the Storm Song.
Yeah, I mean, Megan would sneak around from behind probably.
Okay.
Yeah, if you kind of head towards the back and we just kind of gather some information and figure out the best way to go about this as opposed to just bursting in.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good, I think.
So I'm going to make you all do a teamwork roll to investigate the site. You're basically doing a stakeout roll. So the way that it's going to be is you are going to make an intelligence and investigation roll at a -2 because you're
Okay.
trying to not be seen. All right. Who is the primary actor on this roll?
Not me. I'm gonna say Christine.
Because my int and
Megan.
investigation -2
Okay.
is that gives me a 0.
So a chance dice.
So
There's me one.
well, I have
have one as well.
teamwork roll.
I have one as
then-
well.
so any of us three could be
Merit applies.
primary.
So I mean, I guess I've got 3 dice.
I mean,
because I've got
I can
the
be
teamwork.
primary if you want to see if we can leverage my insane dice rolling.
That's
I
kinda what
think
was
we
risk
should
it.
do that.
I will also
yes.
spend willpower on it.
Okay.
I will also spend
Get those extra
willpower.
3.
I will spend willpower just so that I hopefully get a
So if
success out of
I'm
it.
primary, that means everybody else has to roll, and any successes I get to add.
You get to add them to your pool.
Okay.
All
Can I
right.
wait to spend willpower until after I find what they add?
Yes.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So
All
who's
right,
going
let's see.
first?
I rolled. I got 1.
You got 1?
1 success.
I also got one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hold on. Only 1. But I got a 10.
All right. So Megan.
You know what? That still gives me 3, so I'm not going to bother adding a willpower to that.
Okay. So you have 3
That's
dice.
4 dice, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, I start with 1
Okay.
myself, even with the minuses.
Also, it makes sense you being primary actor if Megan's being the actual sneaky one.
Yeah.
That actually gives me 2 successes.
All right. So overall, you scout out the territory fairly well. The house used to be 2 floors plus the basement, but the top floor is completely unusable. The main floor, however, as you're scouting around, Kate, you catch a scent on the air. Blood. And the smell of wet dog.
That could just be me.
No, it's not.
Hmm.
They have animals in the house. Maybe they're eating them. Claire, as you wander around, you can see through one of the blasted and burnt little hatch windows into the cellar. And you see that there's someone inside. You think at least 2 people, maybe 3. One of them is sitting in a chair. And for just a moment before you duck away to make sure that they don't see you peering in, you think you see a lot of blood on the person in the chair. Brighton, as you're wandering around the area, you notice that the surrounding buildings are very bereft of light and life. Besides Netflix guy, the backyard completely clear. There's no one coming or going, so you've got a clear escape route through the back neighbor's yard. It's a quick vault over a fence to get out. Your escape route's planned if you need it. And Megan, as you coordinate all of this, you are going to notice that there are... No, not two. There's a third one. You hear a flush in the bathroom on the main floor. And then a groan on the stairwell as a very heavy individual steps down. You hear barking, and then a muffled mouthful yells, "Shut up! Shut up, you fucking dogs!" And continues down into the cellar. So, one thing I will bring up to you going in here, urged and claimed are slightly different. Urged are almost possessed by spirits. Claimed are that strange fusing that is impossible, more or less, to remove.
Right.
If some of them are still urged, you could still save them.
How do we tell? Do we?
So the claimed, it can be difficult to tell, but when something is claimed, the spiritual nature bleeds over. So, for example, a spirit of hunger may, when it claims a human, when it urges a human, the human may gain a lot of weight. It may be covered in food stains. It may be eating constantly, but it doesn't have 4 rows of teeth.
Oh,
Okay.
It doesn't have...
So, from the first season, first game, was that dude claimed or
He had just become claimed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we could kind of tell because he was eating the weird stuff.
He was
eating the
it-
glasses. He was eating like
yeah.
the cutlery.
Yeah.
Not just the food.
Yeah.
Okay. So something that,
and
while
this-
the behavior might be extreme, the really weirdly extreme is...
Yeah. I think that was also me not leaning as far into it. We're
Okay.
leaning whole hog now.
Okay. And sorry, did you say the claimed were more dangerous then?
Yes.
So I guess they have more access to spiritual powers.
They are basically, they're a hybrid.
Okay.
Instead of just, hey, go eat that guy. They're like, hey, we're gonna go eat that guy.
We're gonna use your fingers and your mouth to do it.
Yep. They do.
I'm gonna give you some extra stuff.
And I've installed some new ones.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Hunger
Hey,
spirit,
Teeth.
bog mummy,
Kelly-
take the wheel.
All right. Sorry.
I love that.
Basically, we're not gonna be able to tell until we actually start fighting with them.
True. Jen,
Okay.
what were you saying?
Sorry to interrupt. I think I kicked my camera, and I want to make sure I didn't completely screw up the
You're
shot.
perfectly fine.
Okay, good.
I don't think it moved at all, actually.
I think it did, but
Oh, well, you're perfectly centered, so whatever you did, do it again.
it's fine.
Excellent.
I'd rather not do it again.
You're all looking great tonight.
Cool.
All right, so what do you do?
Well,
I
Claire.
make an occult or something roll to see. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking my dice. Can I make a roll to see how to separate them?
Sure,
I was like nervous twitching with them.
sure. Make me an intelligence and a call roll.
Okay.
I'm just really sad that the banners on the Twitch layout actually hides what my shirt says.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aw.
I can make you smaller.
I can see it.
No, that's okay. Mine actually says Vancouver.
Thank
Aw.
The mountains are calling, and I have mountains on my shirt.
That's
It's my
awesome.
hiking shirt. It's great. I thought it was very appropriate for this game.
Very nice.
I also figured something Megan would totally wear.
Okay.
Oh, I got one, by the way. Sorry. Just one.
So, there are a couple of ways to do this. So basically, what happens to a spirit is that a spirit, to control someone, it has to, the creature has to be open to spiritual possession or influence. But there are a lot of ways that that can happen. Okay, basically it's just, here's the fun one, using a Ouija board can open you to spiritual possession, in theory. Okay, something like that. It can be conditions. Some of you have powers that can inflict that on people. Once that happens, they can be either urged or claimed. So if they're being possessed, possession is control, and then control moves to claiming. Okay. If something is urged, then the spirit has secured itself to them and turned them into a fetter. Urge. This animal or human host has been used as a fetter for a spirit. The spirit may read the subject's thoughts and influence them. If the spirit wins, it creates an urge that must be followed. Ending the possession, you have to shatter the fetter link, which is done by... yeah, it doesn't really say very good ways to do that. That's always one of the things about this game that I've been confused about.
We could always go the Marvel route, cognitive recalibration.
Yeah, I think you can probably make it uncomfortable enough for the spirit that it wants to leave.
Oh.
Just think about exorcisms, and that demon's in there. We'll get him out. We'll have to boil the guy, but he'll live. So you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna adjust what I said. So you believe that they're possessed, which is the step beneath claimed.
Okay.
So possession ends. It lasts for a single scene unless the spirit abandons it early or the host is killed or destroyed. Abjurations, exorcism, or forced contact with the spirit's banes or bands can remove them. So if a hunger spirit, potential banes, you'd have to look up what they would be, but they could be things like, I don't know, diet supplements,
Okay.
pure water.
I was thinking that maybe. Yeah.
Something applying a material that has 0 caloric benefit to them, such as like Splenda, might be some like giving them something sweet with no calories.
Okay. So force feeding them some stevia.
It's different on each spirit, so it does require a little bit of research. And some of you might have powers that can just tell you bans.
I don't think I do, so...
They're fantastic if you got them. So the difference between possession and claimed is basically how mutated the spirit has made them.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
5 minutes pass, and as you're watching and preparing, you can hear the meaty sound of flesh on flesh. And then the sound of breaking bone. A woman screams, but it's muffled. You can barely hear it. What do you do?
Gotta do something like now.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I think it's time to go
We're
in.
planning on taking them out, right? So
Yeah.
we'll have to see. Maybe, depending on how hard they fight back, let's see if we can try and maybe get them off the humans
Yeah.
instead of killing them unnecessarily. But don't hurt yourselves.
Agreed. Should we sneak in?
I'm gonna sneak in the back for sure.
Okay.
If you want to kick in the front door and distract them even more, go for it.
Feel like
Sure.
a distraction would be good as well.
Let's do
So,
Hey, Kate, you want to kick in a door?
I mean,
Oh.
Kate doesn't really have to. She just has to knock on it.
it.
I'll kick in a door. I love that idea.
You might as well enjoy it.
Right?
If I'm
Yeah.
kicking the door
That's
in.
true. That's true.
All right. Give me 2 to get around.
Okay.
And I'm going to go as stealthy as I can.
All right, you can go ahead and give me. You know what? You don't have to make the roll.
Aw.
I mean,
I like that roll, though.
okay. It will be a contested roll then.
Okay.
All right.
Because
Brighton
it's
will
stealth and dex,
suggest-
right?
Brighton will suggest.
I was gonna wait for you to answer for her roll so she could actually roll.
Yes, stealth and dex.
Brighton will suggest before you head off that we'll time it so like you have 3 minutes to get in position and then we're going in.
Okay.
Okay. How many successes did you get?
Wait for it. This is my 9 again one, remember that.
Fair. Oh wait, I get to roll twice. What am I doing? Oh damn.
Oh. I
Oh.
forgot that.
I see your oh
again on
damn and I raise you a
investigation.
holy shit.
Oh,
Oh no.
I keep rolling 10s. I didn't need 9 again.
Don't let me forget that I have 9 again on investigation, because I sure forgot.
13.
13 successes? All
Yes.
right, so you're going to net 8 successes.
Ooh, nice.
Megan
They
disappears.
also rolled really well.
Megan disappears into the shadows.
And I
Creeping
will remind you, everybody that opposed me on that now has a -1 penalty for the rest of the scene.
All right.
And it will go up every time they fail.
Moving around to the barely still on back door of this burned out house. You approach, and its lock appears that you can just twist it and pull. And you do. The door opens without a sound. Do you proceed into the house? Do you wait for them to strike from the front? What do you do?
I'm just gonna wait. Can I peek in to kind of see if they've put any like tripwires right in front of the door or anything like that?
Looking into the house, you can see that there are 2 large dogs, a tawny pit bull, and you think a Doberman Pinscher, probably both mutts though, crouched in the living room. They're staring out the front window and laying, but with their ears at attention, like guard dogs. They look very, very malnourished, and you can see that there are thick iron chains around their necks.
Are they chained to anything or are they loose?
Not that you can see. You're looking through the kitchen into the living room, so you're
Yeah.
just able to see them framed by the door that cuts into the living room. The
Okay.
chains go away from your vision.
How do dogs generally react to werewolves?
Pretty well, especially if you have certain gifts. However, guard dogs will still react like guard dogs.
Okay. So they're still gonna attack us?
There's a good chance, yes.
Well, too late now. I can't warn them.
All right. What about the rest of you?
Okay.
Dig in the door?
All right,
Yeah.
let's make an
Same.
initiative roll off of everyone. Okay. I'm going to split the difference on the dogs. All right, so remember that's 1 dice plus your initiative modifier. This dice does explode. Okay.
I'm going to hang out in Dalu form
Okay,
right before we go in.
sure. Feel free to decide what form you are going into and into this scene. You don't have to roll for this first one.
I'll probably also do Dalu.
Yeah.
And Claire,
Actually, yeah, that
I
makes the most sense.
believe you have a gift that gives you an initiative bonus equal to your purity, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, that's old.
That's health though.
Yeah, they changed it. I'm still thinking
Yeah.
first ed. All
But
right.
that's okay, because I rolled really high this time.
Okay, anybody get above 20?
Yes.
I did.
Okay, so what'd you get?
26.
Okay, so Megan, Claire. Anybody get above 15?
I got 15 exactly.
Okay. Brighton. What'd you get, Kate?
10.
Okay. Kate, and then... Okay. All right. So why don't we go ahead and start this off right.
It's time to smash.
It's time to smash. I just gotta find the smash music. Hold on. I think it's gonna be this. All right. Megan, what do you do?
Okay, so the door just got kicked in, right?
Haven't.
The,
I mean,
the door has not been kicked in yet. Are you gonna
Okay.
wait until it gets kicked in?
Mm, the door goes straight into the living room, is what I'm pretty sure
Yes.
of. Okay. And from when sorry, I'm just trying to get it straight in my head of how it works out to know what she'd probably do.
Okay.
So there's like the living room with the front door going into it, and then the kitchen. And are the stairs downstairs? Did it look like they were coming from the kitchen?
You are, well, from where you're standing, you can see that there is a stairwell leading down to your left.
Okay. So we're gonna need that. Does it look like there's another room off to the side or anything like that from when we were
Yes.
scouting around?
There's a bathroom off to the right.
Okay.
And you think that that's probably on the right side of the house is where the master bedroom is?
Okay.
Or actually on the first floor it would be the den, but maybe a guest room? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell from where you are.
Is there any way that I can spot anything that I think I could get the dogs into the other room? Like get them charging off? Like it's still going to set them off and bark, but if I can get them to charge into the room and close the door. Well, we don't have to kill dogs.
You could try to distract them somehow.
Okay.
What would you do
Like
for
just-
that?
Probably whistle.
Okay.
You could whistle and try and get them outside.
That's true. Yeah,
Like
you know
get
what?
a
I'll try and
door or
open the
something.
door enough. And are there railings next to this door or anything like that I could be on? Try and like be unspotted and get them to come outside?
At the back door, there is a thin wrought iron railing on either side.
I'm gonna perch on that in my stealthiest possible, hide in plain sight, and push the door open enough and whistle that hopefully they'll go racing out
Okay.
to see what's going on.
You can go ahead and give me a presence plus animal can roll
Okay.
to try to call them out.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some willpower on that.
Okay. And this is going to be a contested roll versus their... actually, it's going to be minus their resolve, so it's at a -2.
Okay, can I just finish rolling and then -2 the successes off of it or something?
Did you already roll?
I did.
Okay.
You already have multiple successes, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's going to be a contested roll then.
Okay.
Okay, how many you have?
4.
Okay. All right. The Doberman is going to lurch up and rush into the kitchen. As it does, it's going to hit the end of that chain, barking and growling. And you're going to hear that crink as the chain pulls taut. And the dog is in the doorway, barking out into the back. Basically, just barely beneath you.
Okay.
Hasn't noticed you yet, somehow, as you hide in plain sight. Claire, you're
Okay.
up.
Oh. Well, I figured Kate was probably gonna go first, but this time it's my turn. I'm going to kick in the door.
All right.
Just going
So,
for
are
it.
you in Dalu form?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
What's your
I
strength
am.
in Dalu?
4.
You put your boot into the door,
Yeah.
it flies back. This thing is fire damaged. It's not going to be able to hold up to you. You can do that basically as a free action. What do you do?
Nice. Okay. So the door is open.
The door opens
We've made
and
a ruckus. Oh.
a little half wall is to your right that is about 5 feet long. You're in a hallway, and to the right is an open concept living room with a door that leads into what you see as a kitchen. There's a taut chain bolted to the floor, and a khaki colored pit bull chained to the ground of the living room looks up at you as you kick in the door.
Oh. Hello. Can I make friends?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a presence plus animal ken roll.
Oh.
Are we
Or
all
you
terrible
could-
at animal ken?
Or you could try to rush into the kitchen down the hallway. It looks like it probably connects as well. You could try to rush before the dog can grab you.
Yeah, let's try to do that. We'll try
Okay.
to dodge it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
give me a dexterity and athletics roll.
Oh, that's way better. Okay.
Does our totem at all give us any extra influence?
Ooh,
Uh,
ooh.
The sense of stray dog?
I'd
I
already
feel
be
like
doing
that
all
would
we
be
can.
that would be bad.
We'll discuss that momentarily.
Okay.
Now, normally you would be able to ask your totem for help in this regard. Claire, what'd you get?
Really.
Nothing.
All right, so Claire, running down the hall, you start to rush, and as you do, you hit a part of the floor that is weaker than the rest, and feel your foot go through. It grabs the heel of your shoe, and you have to pivot, which slows you down. You don't make it the entire way down the hall, and the dog is going to get a chance to do what it wants. But you didn't dramatically fail.
That's nice.
All right, Brighton, what do you do?
Jeez. Okay. If I head in after Claire, is it just the dog, and is it chasing her already?
It is alert, and it looks like it is going after her.
Okay. Is there nothing else in this first?
Not in the first room.
Not in the first room?
No.
Okay. How is the dog chained? Like, is it?
It has a thick collar around its neck, and it looks like the rivets have been bolted directly into the floorboards.
Okay.
By your guesstimation, it can make it about halfway down that hallway. The chain's about 20, maybe 25 feet long.
Okay. Would it be a good idea to rip it out of the floor or not? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Claire a chance to get down there and just kind of essentially, if the dog looks like it's going after her, yank back on the chain so that it like doesn't essentially just kind of
Basically pull it slack.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so you're gonna hold back until it tries to, and hold your action, try to grab the chain.
Yeah.
All right. Back in the kitchen, Megan, as you're watching this dog look around outside, can you give me a composure plus stealth roll?
Okay.
You have hide in plain sight, right?
Yes, can I add that?
Yes, you may, and I'm at a -1 because of your past success.
Okay,
Holy crap.
and once per scene with the fading, I can add my cunning, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. My resolve. You'd think they'd have better than this. Yeah. Okay.
Eight.
8 successes. All right. So it sniffs the air. And then you'll hear the front door kick in. It turns, and that's when the moonlight strikes down and you get a good look at it. This dog, this Doberman, turns, and with jaws dripping with drool, you will see its maw begin to push out from beneath its lips, almost 5 inches, as the gums and teeth extend outward, the bladed fangs splaying like fingers.
So
Foaming.
this is a spirit-rid dog of some sort.
It looks like it. In fact, it looks like it has 3 rows of these teeth.
Whoa!
Shit.
And hearing the front door kick in, it's going to turn around and rush into the living room.
Okay.
The other one turns and starts to swell. Its slavering maw becomes filled with jagged teeth, and other dribbling mouths start to open along its flank.
Oh.
Teeth erupt through the skin. There are mats of dental plating and sharp spines that erupt out of its fur. And it's going to rush at Claire. So, what's going to happen here is, Brighton, I want you to give me a strength plus athletics roll to grab that chain and pull.
Sure.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add your successes to Claire's defense.
Cool.
Okay, Claire, what is your defense?
6.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spend a willpower because I have willpower.
Nice.
I always find that I never spend willpower when I'm playing NPCs. But hey, I've got like a few points of willpower. Let's spend it.
Might as well. I mean, we'll probably be dead soon, so you know.
All right, Brighton, how do you go?
4.
Oh god. Well, that drops me to 2 dice. All right. The dog rounds the corner, or whatever this thing is, snarling, its its paws exploding into raking claws that almost look like they're just giant teeth burrowing into the burnt floorboards. It launches itself forward and opens its mouth almost 2 feet wide to clamp down on Claire's leg, and then as it's pulled back by its chain around its neck,
Nice.
it hits the ground hard on its shoulder and looks up and gives an ungodly snarl up at Brighton, who is looming maybe 2 feet over it.
Oh.
This thing is about the size of you in Urshel, by the way. Now, it is swole. It's swole. Kate, you're up.
I want to wreck this thing.
Okay, you are right behind Brighton.
Yeah.
This thing is technically prone right now.
So
Nice.
can I switch to Garu and
Yes, you may.
wreck?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
Suspend a point of essence to switch to Garu. Oh,
Gonna
wait.
do.
It's your moon.
Yeah, do I not spend
Oh.
instance then? Can I just do it?
You just do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe
Wreck
that's
shit.
how it was in first ed. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be tonight.
Cool. Let's
You just start
do
writing all this stuff down.
that.
There, yeah.
And
There's too many rules.
I know. So I've got Garu. So attacking with claw. It is teeth and claws. So
All right, that sounds
strength
good. I am
plus-
prone at the moment, so I'm going to say that wasn't the intent of Brighton's action, so I'm going to halve my defense against you.
Okay.
So subtract 3.
just 3.
Yep, I'm halving, rounding down.
Okay. Cool. It's 3. I'm gonna spend a point of willpower
Might as well.
because I also just read a thing about how willpower works for me with my embodiment of the firstborn merit.
It's
which
so
I
good.
didn't- I sure have not been fully using it properly, I don't think. I don't know if it was any situations where it actually came up, but like, where the hell is it? When I spend a point of willpower, anyone who tries to attack me this turn gains the shaking condition.
Nice.
Nice.
That's insane.
Nice.
And there's something for pack dynamics when I am doing things. Oh, so it's resistant attributes when defending my pack. I
Yes.
add 3.
But that's not this isn't a resistance
That's
attribute.
not a resistance one. This is
No.
not a. I'm
This
not
is
defending.
this is a power.
So,
So give me strength plus
my
brawl.
strength plus
So
brawl.
your Garu strength, your Garu, etc.
Okay, so it's my strength. Oh, my Garu's strength is like 6.
Yep.
Plus brawl, plus the willpower.
Yep.
Minus 3.
Yes, -3.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then don't forget to add +2 to whatever you roll in lethal.
Okay.
Because your teeth and claws do an automatic 2 lethal if you hit.
Right. So that's 4 successes
Okay.
plus 2 lethal. So is it?
That's 6 points of lethal damage.
Nice.
That's fantastic. All right, so that is dog number 2. I have so many post-its here. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Wreck it.
4,
Wreck it,
5.
Kate.
Yeah.
All right, I just need to do a quick roll real quick. So, I'm gonna say the floor is 30% stable. Ooh. Kate, you are going to erupt into the building, roaring in Garu form. Are you biting or clawing?
Claw.
You did say clawing, I
You
think.
did
I was
say
going
claw.
claw. Yeah.
All
so
right, so Brighton yanks the chain hard as you rush into the room, knocking this creature onto its back. It tries to spin back to its feet, but in that brief moment, you lunge forward, shifting into Garu, and slam your claws into its shoulder and back. The force of your blow is too much for the floor, and you and the creature are going to plummet into the basement. You are going to take a point of bashing damage, which is going to immediately heal. It is going to take an additional lethal damage from having a Garu's claws lodged into it. And I need Brighton to make me a dexterity and athletics roll, and Claire.
Okay.
Remind myself how blood and bone works.
I believe Destroyer, you're going to get a willpower back at the end of the scene for that.
Think so.
Oof. I failed.
Would you like to dramatically fail?
Ooh,
Sure.
All right.
I had 5 dice and I didn't get a single success.
that was my last time.
All right. Brighton, take a beat for dramatically failing.
Yep.
How many? You got 2. So Claire, you're going to hop away as this widening hole spreads to about 10 feet of the floor. And you're going to find yourself in the entranceway of the kitchen, kind of right under that under the door jamb.
Ah! Isn't
And
the
you
other
can
one
see
nearby?
that you can see the dog runs past into the living room as you're just like, and you can't see Megan outside the back door.
Okay.
However, the dog falls into the floor underneath Kate, and as it does, its chain loops around. Brighton, you're going to fall, and let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Brighton, as you fall, you find yourself entangled in the chain. It wraps around your leg, and I want you roll me stamina, please.
Oof, okay. Let's see. Oh, good. My stamina goes up and down.
Good.
1 success.
1 success. You take 2 points of lethal damage. As you fall, the chain goes taut and rips your kneecap out of alignment.
Oh no.
You are going to suffer from the leg rack tilt.
Okay.
Basically, that tilt means leg rack. Your leg is broken, sprained, or dislocated. You suffer a -2 on physical rolls that require movement, including defense. You are not knocked down because you still have 1 good leg.
Okay.
Your speed is reduced. No, that's only if you have both of them out. So, if you heal this damage, your knee will reset.
Okay. So, like, if I shifted into Garu.
If you shift into Garu, it'll immediately heal.
Excellent.
All
Good
right.
thing that was part of the plan.
As you fall down into the floor, what you will see in the basement, it's illuminated by a single lantern hanging from a hook. One of those like electric lanterns, the pale light spreading across this surprisingly intact basement. And as you hit the ground, you'll see that there are 3 bloated individuals surrounding a woman in her 40s. The woman is drenched in blood and looks like she's been beaten within an inch of her life. She's tied to the chair with thick cable and zip ties. The men turn, look at you. One of them holds an axe handle up and is going to rush at you, Brighton. What's your defense -2?
Let's find that out. 3.
Okay. All right, Brighton. The side of this is going to connect. You're going to take 3 points of bashing damage.
Cool.
As this axe handle collides and catches you in the temple. The other two, one is going to hold the serrated army knife in its hand and see the werewolf in front of it and is going to back up. Yep. This bloated man with a distended belly hanging halfway down between his knees is going to scream and back up, his eyes going pale and white with lunacy.
Oh.
Another man, pardon me, a woman with incredibly saggy flesh who was standing behind the chained woman is going to turn and pick up a pistol at her side and is going to fire it at Claire. Claire, what is your defense? -1, please.
Is she upstairs though?
No, she's down in the basement. Oh wait, sorry, not
I'm not
Claire.
in the basement.
I'm thinking Kate. Kate,
Okay.
what's your
What'd you
defense?
need? My defense is 3.
Okay. Okay. Kate, you are going to take 4 levels of lethal damage
Ooh.
as a bullet fires into your midsection.
Cool.
All right. Top of the round. Megan, back upstairs. What do? You heard the crash as your friends crash through the floor.
Was that a different round, or was it the same round I attacked on?
That's all the first round.
Okay. And you factored in the because I spent willpower on my turn?
Shaken. Yeah. Shaken
shaken?
thing.
So anyone, because I spent willpower and I've got the
It's anyone who attacks you, right?
page 106. Yeah, it's anyone who would attack me that turn. Yeah. When the player spends a point of willpower, anyone who tries to attack the character that turn gains the shaken condition when they try to attack.
Okay. I thought it was only... To be honest, I forgot. Let me just check Shaken real quick.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't... I sure did not use that part of it for all of Season 1 because I forgot about that factor of it. The entire time.
Well,
Sorry.
one of them chose to resolve the condition by backing away and screaming.
Yeah, that's fine. And then shaken.
And the other one...
Because one of them tried to shoot me. And did shoot me.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say don't take that lethal.
Okay.
So a pipe above your head takes that lethal instead.
Okay.
Because the woman swings wildly with wide eyes and fires randomly into the room behind you. That sounds
okay.
fair.
So then, yeah, and then the character. So to resolve it, they would give into the fear and fail the roll as described above. So now next round, this round, she's totally fine to
Absolutely.
fuck me up until I smell
All
willpower
right.
again.
So upstairs, Megan.
Okay. So from what I heard, it certainly sounded like somebody went crashing through a floor.
Yeah, it's the Kate noise.
Yeah. Okay. The Doberman was running back into the living room. So its back is to me.
Yep, you can see that Claire has just ran into the kitchen.
Okay. Now, I think we talked about this last season, but I'm trying to work out what unaware or surprised means in relation to one of my powers. Because is it unaware or surprised of like the whole situation? Because otherwise I feel like eviscerate should work if that dog has no freaking clue I'm behind it.
In this case, I'm willing to absolutely run with that I think it's going to be case by case a lot of time.
Yeah.
But
in this
for the
most part, if nobody's aware that I'm in the scene at all yet.
The dog doesn't believe that something can be behind it.
Yeah.
Or
like if we had a situation where everybody had crashed the door and then I came in, people would not think necessarily that I was behind them if I was very successful at my stealth rolls.
The dog would be surprised if you poked it in the butt right now, so yes.
Okay. Well,
Okay, the butt.
I'm going to attack it from behind,
All right.
and I'm going to spend the essence to use Eviscerate. And I am in Dalu, so this would be a brawl attack. Which is that plus, I'm guessing, my strength?
Yes, it's strength plus brawl.
Okay.
And Kate,
Yes.
I'm just going to remind you of something. I'll remind you all of this, but these dogs definitely seem more dangerous than the 3 people in the basement. The people in the basement might be eligible for down and dirty combat on page 165.
Oh, okay.
165, huh?
Yep, it's
Okay.
it's 1 roll combat.
Mm.
So, Megan,
Okay. 1 sec, sorry, I just have to
count up 72 dice.
well, because this is rote now. And then I have to explode 10s.
Okay.
So basically.
So I'm just having to make sure that I actually do this right the first time. Okay, so those were all my failed dice. Okay. Okay, so now I need those ones. Explode my shit. Okay, so 6 successes.
All right. Is that 6 damage?
Uh,
What are you attacking with?
I am actually. Oh, I should have added in a second dice. Damn it. I'm gonna go with my claws.
Okay. And
And-
you're in which form?
I'm in Dalu.
Okay. So Dalu does have some rudimentary claws.
Yeah, so it just says plus 0 lethal.
Yeah. Basically, you have sharp nails. Okay. So that's 6 levels of lethal damage to the back of this dog. That's pretty good. As you were striking in, you feel that the strange bits of bone and spine beneath its skin and puncturing through its fur make it hard for you to hit a good strike, but you do create a large splash of blood on the ground where your claws sink in.
Okay.
You think it was maybe only half as successful.
Well, I know what I'm doing next round.
All right. Claire,
Hi.
you see Megan rush by you in a flash of darkness, and the sound of a dog yelping, but several octaves lower than a dog should yell.
Ooh. Okay. Everyone's downstairs. Dogs are downstairs. Nothing else left for me
Well,
here.
there's
I'm gonna go.
one dog upstairs, one dog downstairs.
Oh, really? I thought it like jumped.
Nope, it
down.
ran into the living room, and Megan ran behind it and kicked it in the ass.
Oh, I was gonna superhero landing.
I mean,
That's
you-
okay.
You still could. You can just leap over me and superhero landing on it.
I wanted, yeah.
I mean, you could superhero landing the other dog, which is probably hanging from its neck through the hole in the floor now.
Oof, yeah.
So you could just rip it down with you, and that should probably break its neck, hopefully.
It depends if Kate's weight was like actually on top of it and already ripped it down, and
Yeah.
Well,
how would
maybe I'll
that
just go
affect
with the
its
one
neck?
upstairs with.
So otherwise, it's choking itself right now.
I think that the chain probably came loose when it shapeshifted, but okay. We'll see.
I don't know.
So,
I'll
Claire,
probably help deal with the one upstairs.
are you going in through the kitchen or are you going back across the hole?
Through the kitchen?
All right, so rushing back through the kitchen, you can make it into the living room where you see that Megan has slashed it in the flank. What do you do?
Yeah. I want to attack it as well.
All right, what form are you in?
I'm in Dalu right now, but I have living weapon,
Okay,
so my teeth do lethal damage.
okay, and you have that for Dalu form?
Yeah, for Dalu in particular.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you can go ahead and make me an attack. That's brawl
'Kay.
plus strength, and my defense is
I'd like to.
You'd like to?
Can I? If they're reflexive gifts, can I pop 2 of them?
No,
'Cause I
only
can
one
spend-
reflexive at a time.
And only one. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Can I do strength though? That's okay. Just add my purity to my strength.
Yes, you may.
Okay.
So it has a defense of 7.
Okay. We should have done the thing, but that's okay.
Tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That's
No.
okay. You guys are still new at this, and there were 2 enemies.
Okay, let's see here. So strength and brawl.
What's your primal urge, Claire?
2.
2? Cool. So you can spend a point of essence if you want to shapeshift into a different form as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, maybe I will. Let's do that.
You gonna
Let's go.
Garu up?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
spend a
rock and
point of
roll.
essence and do all the damage in the world.
And
Well,
I'm
I'll
gonna be
try.
like, surprise, motherfucker.
I will try. Okay, so in that case, sorry, just let me just figure it out.
So you're at
I
strength
just
plus...
get 3.
So strength plus 3 plus
I mean
your
6.
purity. Don't forget to add your purity as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so my strength would be 6, and then my brawl would be 4, which is 10, and then my purity would make it 13.
13.
Minus 7 is going to be 6.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend a willpower?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So 9 dice.
9, please. Okay, let's see.
Nice.
9, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Add 1 dice
what's
because
wrong?
it's been attacked this round.
Nice. Oh, right. Okay.
So Megan
10,
counts as
please.
lowering its defense.
7, 10. Okay. Don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up.
Got this.
I got this. Let's see.
Rahu Rage.
Nope. So 6.
6?
Yep.
Okay, so...
And then because I have living weapon 4, I just wanted to point that out because it can be different levels. What it says is it gains armor piercing 2, and with 4 dots, its weapon rating increases by 1.
Okay, so that means that your bite is a +3, and you have armor piercing 2, which means that its armor goes down by 2. You did 6 points of damage, so you did 8 points of damage to this creature.
Nice.
See how you like being bitten.
Okay. So you rush in behind Megan, where Megan is slashed in the flank, and coming down in Garu form, you're using your bite, right?
Yeah, my teeth. I got
Okay,
it.
you are going to bite into that hole that Megan has just dug, and working your teeth between, you will shake your head, ripping the creature in half.
Wow.
Nice.
Blood everywhere.
Yes,
Oof.
and it tastes... The blood in your mouth actually makes you hungry.
Oh.
This tastes starving. The wolf,
Sorry.
pardon me, the creature hits the ground and continues to moan and bay even as it starts to dissolve back into a dog.
Oh no.
All right,
Poor puppy.
right.
dear.
So Brighton downstairs.
Yep, shifting to Garu.
Okay,
Spending the essence, doing it quick.
okay.
Must heal the stuff.
That sounds great. So spend 1 essence, and that means that. I'll say that you automatically heal at the beginning of your turn this turn. Then
Awesome.
it's fine.
Thank you.
Screw these guys in particular.
Right.
Okay, so
Um,
Brighton, if you're going to attack,
Yep.
something that you should know. So, the way this works is you are facing a bunch of people who are weaker than you.
Okay.
So, what you do is you roll your combat pool, which is strength plus brawl, against the opponent's combat pool. Defense does not matter. If you get a success, you win the contest. You deal damage equal to the difference plus weapons, or if you were choosing to just kill them, you kill them.
awesome.
Garu always has this against lesser spirits and lesser creatures.
Sweet.
So what I will say is at the end of this, the number of successes you gain are going to be how many of these people you kill.
Okay. So it's strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl, and so
I'm gonna use bite. Can I get my specialization with that?
you'll get your specialization there. And
Cool.
then I've got my attack roll. I'm just going to use the highest of the group.
Am I allowed to use willpower?
Yes, you are. But so am
Awesome.
I.
Yes.
I mean, they definitely... That didn't help at all. Wow,
Oh.
256.
Oh, that's a lovely, lovely roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 successes. Fantastic. Rushing forward, you are going to... Are you using your bite or your claws?
Bite, because I
Bite?
get the specialty.
The woman that fired a gun toward Kate, her head vanishes into your mouth and pops like an overripe grape. And then you lunge forward at the man who struck you with the fire axe, or pardon, with the fire axe handle. And as you come down on him, you pounce, and you feel the strangest sensation. You swear that this hit would have propelled you both into the washing machine.
Mm-hmm.
But as you hit the ground, you look around and notice that you're not in the basement anymore. Well, you are, but it's different. As you rend this man's bulbous, saggy throat, you can see that you're in the shadow. The spirit world. You're in the blasted core of a burned out house, or at least the rough imagining of what would be one. Looking over your shoulder, you can see the vague outline of your pack in the basement, and you can still hear sounds echoing across the gauntlet from the combat.
Huh.
All right, so dog number 1 is out of commission. Dog number 2 is going to... it's gonna try to attack you, Kate. And that condition does not apply this round, right?
Because I've not spent any willpower yet.
Okay, what is your defense?
My defense is 3.
Cool. That's good for me.
Yeah, that's so good for me.
Okay, so that's 9 dice. The creature snarls and launches itself in your direction. But as it does, you can hear the chain above it snap as it rips out of the floor and flies down the hall, giving it extra room. It lurches up toward your throat, and that's when you hear it slam between the banister, lodging firmly as it snaps its jaws an inch from your throat, missing you entirely. And Kate, you're up.
I'm going to rip its throat out, I guess.
All right.
Lunge forward and attempt to just chomp. So
It has a defense of 6 this round.
do it.
It do.
Dude, I'm gonna spend a willpower then.
You might as well.
Because it would be only that plus that plus that plus that minus 6. Okay. Oh. I just remembered that my moon kiss, as I was reading up, means that when my moon is in the sky, I get +4 from spending willpower instead of just 3.
Hey!
Ooh.
Add another
Yeah,
one.
I forgot to do that last time, so need to remember that. Moon kiss is great. It's just going to be 1 success and then +2 lethal, so I guess 3 lethal?
All right, so you are going to rake your... It's a bite, right?
Yeah, I'm going, arr.
Okay, so you bring your teeth down, and it's the most disturbing feeling you've ever had. As you bring your teeth down around this creature's face, you can feel that its flesh is coated in sharp teeth. You're biting teeth.
So,
Wow.
ooh. Well, plus that anyone else who tries to attack me will be shaken.
That's true. All right. You're dead. You're dead. Okay. The last man in the room, the one that was armed with the knife and was screaming incoherently, is going to shriek and run up the stairwell, up toward the first floor of the house. All right, it is a new round. Megan, you hear the sound of someone running up the stairwell. You also hear the sound of a violent encounter beneath you. The first dog is dead, but you can still hear the one snarling in the basement. Its chain has just lashed around the room and relodged in the entrance hallway.
All right. Kate's got it, I'm sure.
Okay.
I am going to shift up into Garu.
Okay.
And I think just launch into the stairwell.
Okay.
After whatever's coming up and try and...
So this is going to be a down and dirty combat roll. It's going to be make me your full attack pool. So it is strength plus brawl. And don't forget the +3 strength for being in Garu.
Yep.
And this is against my dice pool.
Dice down.
Okay. I have some successes, so good luck.
Okay.
Is your intent to hug and kiss or to kill?
Rough them up, but not kill.
Not kill. Okay. That is very important for this.
I want to maybe get some answers. Okay.
I was angry.
That is 5 successes.
That's
5
fair.
successes. You hear the sound of heavy boot falls on the stairwell and rush over. The man that's working his way up the stair must be almost 400 pounds of solid, sagging meat.
Hoping she kind of goes straight through the opening and just goes, Garu form.
Yep, you're going to swell
Back down the
up
stairs.
and collide, riding him down the stairwell. You are going to hear his legs snap as the feet lodge in the open stairs.
Oof.
Oh, no.
And he's going to
That's
fall
gotta
to the
hurt.
ground, pinned by your tremendous weight, and is not rendered unconscious, but rendered incapacitated, we'll say. He looks up at you, barely conscious, with something else flittering behind his eyes. The glaze of a second thing inside of him. Claire, you're back on the main floor, covered in the gore of the creature that you just ripped in twain. Megan,
I'm going
rush.
for another one.
Okay, are you gonna jump down?
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
so you can run around and leap down into the basement. Go ahead and make me a strength plus brawl at a -5.
Okay, is this to hit the thing?
This is to hit the thing.
Can I also pop another gift?
You sure? Which one?
One moment. It's my it's my moon one. It's Hunter
Got
Killer
it.
Instinct.
Oh
It
yeah.
gives me 8 again on brawl and weaponry.
Nice.
Yes. So you're at a -5.
Yay.
And
Okay.
I think that you have a lot of dice for this.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Okay, thanks. 1, 2, 3.
Oh god, you have armor piercing. Oh god.
10.
Oh, these things have hellacious armor, and you're just buttering them.
Excellent.
This is my revenge. One more willpower, why not?
Start off the season with a bang.
One more.
Or no, start off the season with a ow.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm really bad at math right now. I'm just really sleepy.
Well, it's okay. You didn't get off work until 7 a.m. So
10, yeah, 7 a.m. 6, 10, 3, plus 13, 5. That's 11. Okay, I got it. I got this. Sorry, guys.
oh, dice. I thought you meant successes, and I was
No,
like,
no, no. No, dice. No, sorry, I didn't roll yet. All right.
I mean,
with the sound of that many dice, it sounds like you could manage that many.
God.
Oh,
Especially with 8 again.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's roll all those again. Okay. Roll one more. Oops. No, okay. 7. 7.
Nice.
All right. Kate, you wrap your fangs around this thing's head, holding it tightly, your teeth grazing against its dental armor, and suddenly there is a roar above as a giant furred shape of your packmate comes down. The iron collar around its head shears directly through the stringy meat.
Woo.
And you are both left holding its body and head in your jaws. And that is going to be the end of this combat. Brighton, you destroy the creature, or the man, whatever the hell this was, beneath you. And as you look around, you find yourself in the blasted, hollowed out remains of this burned building, but in the shadow.
Yeah.
I need you to make me a wits and composure roll.
Oh, sure. Let's do that.
You ever hit something so hard you find yourself on the other side of the gauntlet?
Great.
Werewolf things.
Wits and composure, you
Just
said?
werewolf
Wits and
things.
composure. If you have any merits that add to senses, you may add those as well. My dice are rolling like hell tonight, by the way.
Oof.
I'm actually doing okay.
You're
I
all doing
never
quite
roll
well.
well.
3 successes.
As you look around, you come to your senses enough to realize that you are in the spirit world and can make your decision to shift whichever direction you choose. But as you're looking around, you can see that huddled behind some strange undulating rubble around the corner, just where the backyard would be, where the propane tank would be, is a stringy, pale man dressed in rags and covered with numerous burn scars. He's trying to hide from you. His eyes are wide with fear, but he looks completely different than these 3 men. Well, these 3 claimed, possessed, whatever they were.
Can I...
He doesn't look like a spirit.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to shift back to Hishu form.
Okay.
And essentially try to, I guess, approach him like I would a frightened animal. Just kind of, hey, you okay?
You can give me a presence plus persuasion roll. So while you're calculating that, Kate and Claire down in the basement, and Megan as well, with the man who's pounded there. Just to give you this scene, you saw out of the corner of your eye Brighton vanish, and it looked kind of like crossing at a locus. She just faded out of existence, and so did her prey. In this basement, there is the man that Megan is pinned to the floor over by the storm drain, which is coated in blood, and the woman who's tied to the chair. You can hear her heartbeat, but it's faint.
I'm gonna shift out of Garu
Okay.
because I'm not in combat anymore, right?
You're not not as far as you know. Yeah.
So, gonna shift out of Garu.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you shift out of Garu. Claire?
I also shift out of Garu.
Megan?
I shift down to Dalu and snarl in the guy's face.
Nasty wolf, nasty wolf.
So,
Let it go.
Make me a presence and intimidation roll. And Kate,
Crap.
what are you saying?
Are we sure these guys are all human?
No idea. I'm gonna spend willpower on this.
Okay.
There aren't very many left.
No.
Brighton, I'll be back with you in 1 second.
No worries.
No, but it'll be good to find out.
So is there a way for us to like make sure the rest
3.
of these guys are safe, kind of, or like not going to surge into a monster and attack us?
As you growl down, shifting into Dalu, are you growling in English or first tongue?
I was gonna do English just to have it like chopped up by the muzzle.
So
You
Dalu is
can't-
basically like Wolfman, right?
Yeah, so you can. I thought you could still talk in it.
Yeah, you're just going
Yeah.
to sound like this.
Yeah, so really growly and deep.
The eyes are going to glaze over for a moment, and you'll watch the pupils change color from a milky white back to their original gray, and the man's going to faint.
Okay. Got that mild lunacy going on there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Back outside, Brighton, how many successes did you get?
2.
Nice wolf. Good wolf. Nice wolf. No bite? No bites us. No bites. We can be useful. We can, just lets us go. Lets us go, nice wolf.
Oh boy. Can I make some sort of like empathy or socialized check just to kind of get a sense of this guy?
You can make me a wits and empathy roll.
Cool. Let's do that.
And I'm gonna make a composure and subterfuge roll. Nope. Ooh, there's 1.
Well, it doesn't beat my 2.
Okay. He's very, very nervous right now. And his skin is heavily burnt. Like, the man looks like he should be in an ICU right now.
Yeah.
The skin is blackened in places. You can see bits of... You think rot around some of the worst burns on his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look at him, you can see that his clothing is just strips. And he has bandages covered in either ointment or pus wrapped around his torso. You got 1 more success. He backs up and he seems to be keeping his hands directly in front of him, just kind of shielding himself from you. He's terrified.
Okay.
But he's definitely weird.
Yeah. No bite. No bite. I promise. How did you get here?
No walls. No walls. No walls. Wall's down. The wall is down. No wall.
Where did you come from?
The house. Other side. Other side. Other side. Fell in. Fell in. Yes. We fell in.
I fell in too.
Oh, it happens to the best of us.
Oh God, what do I do? I'm gonna go back. Do you want to go back?
Show me how to go back. I do not know how to go back. Show me.
This is a terrible idea.
Like how to jump the gauntlet.
I want you to make me
Yep.
intelligence and occult roll to
Okay.
know if you've ever heard of what's happened here before.
Okay. Cool. That's
I'm
some
not-
dice. Ooh. Sorry, I rolled a 9 and a 10, and another 10. That's 3 successes.
As you turn around, you kind of glance back, keeping one eye on this person.
Yeah.
It's down. The gauntlet's down. But you're not supposed to be able to cross over, except at a locus. That's what the gauntlet's for. It keeps the worlds apart. The only time that doesn't work is when they... A word courses through your mind. Beshaloo, the rat hosts, who gnaw at the barrier between the worlds and can tear a hole in it, such that spirits can come out freely. This was likely the work of Beshaloo.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay.
Glancing back in his direction, I would like you to make me... if you want to look him up and down real quick,
Yeah.
give me a wits plus investigation roll.
You're luckily asking for all the things I do have dots in.
I'm very happy about this.
Yes. Oof, 1 success.
1 success as he turns and kind of goes. He raises his hand just a little too high.
Yeah.
And you can see the bandages wrapping around his chest. As his chest muscles move with his motion, you can see just a couple of inches where his chest cavity has been hollowed out, and a segmented rat tail twirls around inside.
I would like to shift to Garu, please.
You already did once this scene. Oh no, you haven't. Well, you have. Yeah, you have.
But I shifted at the beginning of combat, yeah.
Yeah, so it's still the same scene.
Yeah.
So if you shift to Garu a second time, you risk Death Rage.
Cool. Maybe I don't do that. Then I'm going to shift to Urshel.
That's your next best choice. So
Yeah.
you're going to shift to Urshel, and I'm going to switch back inside real quick. So
Yeah,
back
absolutely.
inside. Are you going to yell anything as you do this?
Yeah, I'm going to yell just Beshaloo as loud as I can.
All right. Back inside. What are you doing? You shift all down into Hishu. You yell at the spirit.
No,
and
I'm still in Dalu.
Oh, you're in Dalu.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
I did not shift all the way down. I didn't want to lose control
Okay,
of this
so
guy.
you're in Dalu, and what about the two of you?
Kind of catching my breath after like the dog incidents and people incidents.
Oh.
Spirit stuff.
Yeah,
Don't
and
do
did
well
we
with that.
know where Brighton went? Like, or
No, she vanished.
poof, she's gone.
She went through the wall.
So okay, so I don't know where she is. She is missing.
No,
basically, as far as
she
it
was
goes.
over by the washing machines, and then she was gone.
Okay,
I mean,
so
probably the only conclusion we would draw
all-
is that she crossed the gauntlet.
yeah. So while she is missing and I don't know where she is, I have -3 to all rolls now.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Oh no.
Glancing
Pack
around,
dynamics is great.
glancing around the room, Megan, you've pinned that one to the ground, but there's still the woman tied to the chair.
Oh yeah. She's like pretty messed up and pretty much almost dead, hey?
She is.
So can I
She
start
probably
smashing
wouldn't make it
things?
if we go to the hot, like if she is she even can I examine her?
Yes, you may. You can go ahead
Okay.
and give me a wits and medicine roll to appraise her condition.
Well, I mean, I don't really.
All right.
It's not really the medical condition I'm looking at. It's more
Making sure she's human.
making sure she's human.
Making sure she's human. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you
Kate
can
wants to do that too.
sure. You can give me a quick perception roll. I'll say to taste her blood, maybe, and
Sure. Is that wits and composure?
that'll be wits and composure. Yeah.
Okay.
And then wolf senses.
Composure. Oh, what's that? What does that do again? Sorry.
You add. I believe it's your primal urge as a bonus.
Okay. Did I tell you I'm really good at rules?
I think it's just a +1.
I think it's a +1, but I think it goes up as your primal urge goes up. Oh, it's half. It's
it.
half your primal urge. That's what it is.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
is
okay.
it? So still 1 for me.
I believe so. Oh no, it's a tracking bonus that goes up. My bad.
So I don't get it?
You get a +1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's see if I can figure it out. Wham!
You might get more.
Nice.
I don't know. What'd you get? 3 successes.
Yeah.
She smells human. But no, there's a slight edge to it. Normally you wouldn't be able to tell, but with this much blood, there's something slightly wolfish about her. Wolf-blooded? No, she is. So much of that blood is on her outside. She is wolf-blooded. Kate, what are you doing?
Gonna check to see if she can sense Brighton across the gauntlet.
Okay.
Because spirit sense, I could just throw over a sense, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna do a smell just to see if she can scent
Okay.
her.
What's your pool?
So, do I? Okay,
How big is your dice pool?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it's wits and composure
Yeah, plus wolf
plus
senses.
my wolf sense, which is a +1. It's just because the entry under senses is like wolf senses for all these different things, and spirit sense is just like you send it over, and it's like, wait,
Yeah,
you
you just-
apply the wolf sense to the spirit, or is it something different?
It's basically that. Yeah. So is your pool at least 6?
If I spend willpower, it will be.
What is your pool normally? Just tell me.
Okay, because normally, because I'm on a -3 because I don't know where Brighton is.
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to be factored in. So wits plus composure plus willpower -6 -3 is 5.
Okay. Don't spend the willpower.
Don't? Okay.
If you just breathe, you can smell her scent.
Okay, then that's enough. Just as long as I can know where she is, I know she's there.
Yep. You can smell her. She's close enough.
Okay.
She's somewhere right around here, actually. It's almost like she's in the same room as you.
Then I'm gonna step across. Can I do that
As
or
you
no?
start feeling around,
Because if she's over there,
it was
then there's
over
got to be a way
by-
over.
and as you take a step forward, you will hear Bashaloo from the
Uh-oh.
other side.
Okay.
All right. So the 3 of you hear her scream Bashaloo, the rat hosts. What do you do?
This guy's fainted under me, right?
Yes.
Sniff him. Like, can I smell them? Like, I don't know as a player how I would identify them, if at all.
You don't think this one is. You think you just saw a spirit dispossess him? So that doesn't seem right. Claire.
All right, abandon it and swing and run through.
Okay.
Can I shift into like Urshel?
Sure, spend an essence.
Okay.
Or depending on your harmony.
7.
I think it's 7. You can do it for free still. Harmony. Boop. Yep. Issue, you have +1 for wolf senses. One essence to shift, or you can take an instant action to do it at no cost. That's what it is. Always gotta remind myself. So if you just take a moment to do it, you can just shapeshift as you move.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do that then.
Kate, you're going across?
Yes.
And Claire, you're going across.
Yeah, I was just trying to see. I'll leave the girl alone. If she can heal, she'll heal. If not, she'll die. But I don't need to be executioner, basically.
Okay.
Just wanted to see if mercy kill was a good idea, but eh. I'll just go across. I want to shift into Dalu though.
Okay. All right, so rushing across, you find yourselves outside in the spirit world, no less. And as you rush outside, you see that Brighton has shifted down into direwolf form. And a pale, scrawny man covered in burns, dressed in bloody and pussed rags, is staring wide-eyed at her, about 15 feet away.
I lied. I was going to change to Urshel.
Okay. So we are in Urshel, Dalu?
Yeah. Specifically for living weapon, obviously.
Okay. All right. So the 3 direwolves assemble outside alongside the wolfman type Claire. What do you do?
So, to
Yeah.
brighten in first tongue, Beshaloo,
What do you mean?
like pointing, like
Yep.
motioning towards the creature, because you just yelled it. There's nothing
Yep.
else here.
Yep.
Then, do I know how dangerous it would be to attack immediately?
I was gonna say if I had like a round before they got over here, I probably was going to attack.
You're just going to attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it sure be
So
what Kate's
you were
gonna
going to
do?
rush outside with Brighton already in the midst of this. Brighton, as you're rushing forward, this creature is going to shriek and drop to its knees and shelter its head.
Okay.
And is going to yell, "Please, no, no, no!" You don't have to stop if you don't want to.
I'm not gonna stop.
Okay.
I'm a Stormlord, thank you very much.
That's fair. So let me rephrase this. So, Brighton, you are going to rush outside, or pardon me, your rest of your pack is going to rush through the gauntlet and find you charging this bent-over man. You can go ahead and make me a strength and brawl roll. Actually, you know what you can do? What's your strength and brawl pool?
6, 7 if I bite.
7 if you bite. Cool. He's going to drop and cover his head, screaming, "Please, no, no," and you're just going to bite?
Yep.
Okay, you're going to do what's called a killing blow, where you just inflict your pool as damage.
Whoa.
You are going to burst through the gauntlet. The 3 of you, boom, burst through the lack of gauntlet. And as you do, you will see Brighton surge forward, clamp her jaws around this thing's neck, and pop the head off like a champagne cork.
Oh, okay.
But instead of blood or fizz, dozens and dozens of rats begin to spew out of the corpse.
Rat.
Indication.
The ground is covered now with 3 dozen rats, all with strange numbers of arms, legs, tails, and heads. And they are going to burst and begin to scatter.
Oh.
What do you do?
Smash?
Yeah.
Attack?
I'm gonna kill whatever I can get my hand on. My mouth on.
Totally.
All right.
Frenzy.
So
Yeah.
what I'll say is that all 4 of you, go ahead and make me a... Make me a strength and brawl roll using your current form.
Okay. Do my bonuses that I added for the last one still apply?
Yep.
Nice.
Strength and brawl, you
Any
said?
minuses?
Nope.
Nice.
Basically, I'm going to see how many you kill. You're going to kill successes in numbers of these, but there are just so many
There's lots.
that there are going to be some to get away unless you get about 20 successes total.
I am definitely spending willpower on this one.
Okay.
Me too.
I don't have much willpower.
This is
so-
the problem with hosts.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna spend willpower for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't think Kate knows that much about hosts or whether or not that would have been a good idea to kill it. So, wreck. Easy.
10.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll spend one too. Why
Hi,
not?
Christine.
Let's do it.
Hi, Jen.
For those of you listening
Welcome to
later,
the dice train.
Megan has 10 successes. Brighton has 8 successes.
And I'm about to roll. Let's see if I get even one.
Kate has -4 successes.
No, not quite.
Okay,
Not
-3.
as good as it could have been.
These clear dice, the clear dice with the smoky centers that you gave me,
Yeah.
have been very, very kind.
Nice.
Nice.
I need more
3.
D10 sets.
It's a 3.
Okay,
3
that's
successes. Out of
7.
7?
3 successes from 10 dice.
Killer instinct is so good, especially with my gift of strength. This is my thing. I can't do anything else, but I can do this.
All right, hold on.
It was your one job.
This is my one thing.
I'm going to do something else real quick. One sec. So that was 28 successes between the 4 of you?
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I'll spend a willpower. You guys are spending willpower. I'll spend a willpower too.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Because you asked for it.
And hopefully no one's trying to attack me, because then they will be shaken.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hopefully
6.
not.
See, this is
Okay.
why I draw aggro.
There is, as you are roaring around this backyard in the shadow, ripping up the spiritual soil under the purple hue of Mother Luna, you start gathering these things in your mouths, between your claws, scooping them up like a dump truck, crushing them, destroying their essence between your fangs. A few of them bolt for the wall. Claire sweeps out, catching them with the claws of her feet. Others try to scrabble over the toothiness of the fence, and Megan's bite scrapes them up. Kate pounces from place to place, almost in a cat-like fashion, crushing them between her toes. Brighton continues to slather around, scrabbling with tooth and claw. And you're not alone. A pair of goldish eyes emerge from a shadow in a corner, and a shadowed canine shape lurches down, and several of them, 6, are eviscerated.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, you do a quick appraisal, and out of the 3 dozen, if you didn't get them all, very, very few escaped. When it's all said and done, counting the heads, and I guess shoulders is probably the easiest way to do it since some of them had multiple heads, you've killed 34 of the small rat hosts. Take a beat for that. That's kind of...
Yes!
Teamwork.
All right. Looking around, you've done the best that you can. If there are any, you can see there are places where the ground has been burrowed out. If they have done that, they're long gone, allowing their brethren to be destroyed by the Uratha to cover their own escape. But this is a cause for celebration. Although this gauntlet is dangerous and will take some time to repair. Looking back, from this angle, you can see through into the laundry room. It's hazy, almost like a second vision overlaid. It's about a 10-foot square of wall, where the gauntlet just ceases to be. And as you stare through, you see the woman in the chair convulse, and her head sag to her chest. And let's take a bathroom break. All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
Feel the power of the wolf that lives in the wolf. comes to my back door from time to time. Shake the hand of the sun that burns with blood, reaches down over everyone. Got you Jekyll and Hyde, your monster inside, pouring water over your fire. Fire curls the soul, and I need to go back into the woods. I know there's not a single living thing I believe is below me. I know I'll find in my heart what's missing in the city. There's a spider web that connects us, connected by the number 9. And I think in visions and breathing rhythms, breathe that ocean over your lips. It brings a deeper meaning, a powerful feeling, brings us to myths where it's old. And it's only clean water that supports the things that you're trying to grow. It's not a single living thing that needs to be left out. You can find in the God what's missing in yourself. Have you seen the way the speakers make a pattern in the sand? When the frequency is just right, oh man, it's really rather rad.
And we're back. Sorry, you missed the ribbon discussion of all of the players being mad at me for including possessed dogs.
I'm not mad. I thought it was
No.
really
I'm
funny
not
that
mad.
everyone
but I was
else
just
went that
like-
route.
I wanted to adopt the doggy. I
Yeah.
would have taken one home. I would have taken both home.
We know.
Yeah.
So I went and cuddled my dog instead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So back here, what I would like real quick is, can I get Brighton to do me a big favor as we're coming back into game? Welcome back, everybody, by the way. I want you to make me a... Where's the roll?
Is this her harmony roll?
Yep.
Yep.
Can you make me a resolve and composure roll twice?
Sure thing.
And just Brighton?
Yeah,
Just Brighton.
I'm the only one who killed
Okay.
humans.
But we inflicted lunacy on someone.
That's true.
That provoked. That also causes it.
Fair
Depends
enough.
on your harmony.
Actually,
but
so
yeah.
Brighton,
So
actually only do it once, but do it at a -2.
Okay.
Did you
I
already
guess
roll?
I'll only roll 7 dice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And where's the part that talks about the blood and bone? Because I think I got a willpower from breaking things.
You give me
Or are we
just-
still in the same scene?
We're still in the same scene. Give me 1 sec.
Okay, in that case, don't worry about it.
5 successes.
Okay, that was a necessary evil. You feel completely fine with that. Can I get everyone else to make me a resolve plus composure roll at a +1?
Okay.
Oh my god.
5
God,
successes.
Mine sucks so much.
What'd you get?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you haven't rolled yet?
No. I was gathering our pool, sorry. I'm a little slow.
That's okay.
So-
Dang.
Did
Two.
we?
2? All right. So all of you are fine. Your harmony doesn't change so long as you get a single success.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, nice.
All right. Kate, you'll regain a point of willpower from Destroyer.
Yes.
Let's see. Megan, what's your blood?
It is monster. So I was actually going to ask, would my trying to terrify
Yes,
the
gain
guy
a
by
willpower point.
Okay.
And then Claire, your soldier, right? Okay.
We did direct you to smash
Yeah,
down the door.
you kicked in the door to a dangerous area, gain a willpower. Brighton, you are?
Fox.
Which means you ran off on your own to do something.
Oh, Fox. I thought you said Ox. I'm like, what the hell is Ox?
Wrong.
I
Strong.
made it up. No. No.
Oh, you know
Fox.
what? You
Is that
ended
that one?
up, you dropped everything and fled the scene. So I'm going to give you a point of willpower for ending up separated from your team.
Cool.
Because I
Cool.
feel like doing the runaway sneaky is that includes that.
Fair. I was gonna say my bone is also lone wolf, which is just solving problems without my pack.
That's,
I'll give you the
that's
willpower
okay.
for that instead of Fox then.
Yeah,
Makes more
fair.
sense.
Okay. All right. So all of you are +1 willpower.
Yay. Very good.
As you
I need it.
check around for more Bechelot and find that there are none there. Your totem, a coalesced black inky blob in the rough shape of a dog. Glowing yellow eyes looks over at you, and in first tongue, they are gone.
Good.
This is not good, he says, looking at the place where the gauntlet has shattered.
How do we fix that?
I don't even know how
Can
to
we fix that?
begin.
Can you fix that?
It shrugs.
Oh, how does dog shrug?
The same as anything else.
I haven't seen an dog shrug before.
I mean, he technically doesn't have bones. He can do whatever he wants.
That's true.
It's true.
All right.
Very true.
You take a momentary look around. And then you see back into the basement and the woman tied to the chair. You feel like this might be something you should investigate, even though she's probably too far to help at this point.
I will go check on her.
Okay. Can you give me an intelligence and medicine check?
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna just be looking around for stuff that we won't have seen during the fight.
Okay.
If there's any
Would
other
first aid
clues in the
apply?
basement.
First aid will not apply. She's beyond that state.
Okay.
Everyone else, if you're looking around the scene, you can make me an intelligence plus investigation roll.
Let's do that.
That's good.
You can
Now,
also...
could we treat this as a teamwork roll?
Yes, I was about to say, you three could treat this as a
Oh.
teamwork roll.
Nice.
In which case, I get a plus 3 to my roll. Now,
Nice.
I
You wanna
also
be-
have investigation is my moon.
You have 9 again, right?
I have 9 again in investigation.
Oh, why don't you be
Yeah.
primary?
So I could be primary actor.
Yeah, you be primary. I only got
Okay.
1 success, so.
Okay,
4 successes.
4 successes.
So do I add that your success is a dice to my pool?
Yes.
Yeah, I got nothing.
So you get 1 from me, and then
So my
your
overall
stuff.
pool, so you plus my 1 point investigation plus was it intelligence or
yes.
plus
Isn't.
int? Anything else?
Do you get the +3 for teamwork?
Yes, plus 3 for teamwork.
I was like, that's the whole reason we're doing this.
Yes, that's why. Yes, just like I'm missing something here. So I'm sitting at 6 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Do I want to spend willpower or do I want to just go with it? I'm just gonna go with it
Just
and
go
see.
with it.
Yeah.
Watch me roll none.
No.
Don't
you got
say that.
this.
Okay, so that's 1. That's
See, there you go.
2. That explodes.
And you're 9 again.
So it's just 2. That didn't explode to
Mm.
anything fancy. So 2. 2
2
successes.
successes? Perfect.
Mhm.
Megan,
It's more than my 1.
Wait, and did I didn't add because I'm still in Urshtal. I
Mm.
think. That doesn't help me at all because I'm not using wits, I'm using intelligence to investigate.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a difference.
Megan,
yeah.
you check over the body. It's still warm. You saw her heart stop from outside when her head sagged. There's a chance you think you could resuscitate, but it would be incredibly difficult. A quick check over her, you see that she sustained a significant amount of damage. She's been cut and burned and beaten. And as her head sags forward like that, her jaw has opened. Her eyes are swollen shut. And as her jaw flops open, the gag in her mouth falls out, as does a large chunk of meat. She bit her own tongue off. You get the sense that it wasn't... It looks deliberate. Not as if it was a reaction to something. You just get that sense. The rest of you, searching around the room, you'll find that the one that's unconscious on the floor is still breathing. The others do have identification. As well, in the corner, there's a purse that's scattered across the floor. A quick check shows that it belongs to the woman, Felicia Boyle, who's in the chair dead. She has an address not terribly far from here, which you'll immediately place as the center of Wintermaw's territory, the pack that used to run this area. You'll also see that there's a notebook tucked into the pockets of the woman who pulled a gun. By the way, there is a gun laying on the floor, if anybody wants to take a light pistol.
good. I got one earlier.
Okay.
I'll
Sure.
take it. Or
Oh,
take
Give
it.
it to Brighton.
Sure.
It is a light pistol with 10 rounds remaining in it. The notebook, as you flip it open, has a number of scrawlings in it. Most of them incomprehensible or ramblings, but there's one word that keeps coming up toward the end of its pages. Nimmer Sagu. And that is spelled Nimmursagu.
Sack.
And I'll throw it in the chat just so that you have it as well. If I can actually spell. You immediately recognize the strange phrasing. Nimmersagu is first tongue for Plague-Shuck. Both nouns, by the way. Megan, can I get you to do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you roll me your stamina plus primal urge?
Your 10s explode.
Yes, they do.
Four.
4. Okay. Excellent. Then forget I asked you that. If you're flipping around through the book as well, you'll find one final thing in its pages. A note that says, "Where? Where is he? Where is it? Where is she? It couldn't have gotten far. It's hidden somewhere here. Must find it. Before he burns more things down." And that's what you can take from this. Is anyone doing anything else down here?
Don't think so.
I think I'm good.
Kate is going to field the question in first tongue in her, well, because she's still in Dalu, of, I think is it Dalu? No. Urshel, well, still in Urshel, of, like, break house.
Oh. Oh.
Destroy.
Is this gonna be our MO? Just destroy the house afterwards.
Grrr. Does anyone respond to that?
Yes, but not in the way that you expect.
Oh, good.
As you growl that, the three of you that are in a canine form will hear the distant sound of a siren. There was a gunshot that went off not that long ago in the basement of a house in the rich side of Vancouver.
Ooh.
The cops will actually come here.
Let's GTFO.
Yep. Let's not get, like,
In-
wrapped up with the cops
Yeah.
this time.
This time.
So, leave evidence?
We actually
I mean,
really
it's not
touched
evidence
any of them
for
as
us.
humans.
Yeah.
No, been wolf. But, so what? Because there's the dead woman,
Mhm.
and then the
Unconscious man and the men and dogs that were ripped apart.
Yeah. And the dogs don't look like normal dogs at all, do they? Or do they revert?
look
No,
like
they did.
reverted.
they look like
Okay, okay.
strange. They look like strange, like torn up dogs, but inside of the realm of abused mangy mutts.
Okay. In that case, still feels weird leaving this, but okay. I'll
Are
listen.
you leaving the man who's unconscious?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes.
How does lunacy work? Like,
Uh,
what is he going to be able to
good.
say
It
about
Ba-
us?
basically breaks his brain, but this
Yep.
guy seemed like he was a little more possessed, so
Yeah.
So he might be intelligible, potentially?
he might be, or
But he won't
might,
remember.
or he might not
the-
remember the entire thing. There's no way of telling. Lunacy is
Yeah.
mercurial.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
Anyway, it
Oh,
also
We turn him into a wolf-blooded or something weird like that. We don't know.
Yeah, it also does.
Though at the
depends
same
on if
time-
they're gonna believe him or not.
Yeah, I was going to say, with this sort of scene, they're going to think he did it and just had a complete break.
You'll start to hear something
Okay.
beyond the sirens. The chopping of helicopter blades.
Go. Let's go.
That's out of here now.
Go. Wolf,
Um,
go.
Yeah, should we go into Wolf?
I'm gonna
shift
do
down into
Yeah.
Urhan and
Yeah.
do my stealthy as fuck thing.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll switch to
Let's
Earthhound
rock
as
and
well.
roll.
All right, switching into Urhan, you rush out of the house, and luckily, just across a small field is the Pacific Spirit Regional Park.
Alright.
You
Cool.
can duck into it and make your escape. Later that night, you find yourselves back in your den. And let me pop on some den music. There we go. Some den music. You push open the front door of your den a little past 2:30 in the morning, early Friday. You're tired, but it was successful. Now, as you walk in the front door, only the light in the kitchen that you leave on greets you. The smell of coffee that is still not percolating, but slowly evaporating on its coil, burning away to nothing, is the main scent in here. The kitchen is a mess. The living area, likewise. Plates of food, packages of ramen, and other easily eaten canned food. It's 3 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. And tomorrow, Megan, you don't have work.
Oh.
Your clinic has been labeled non-essential.
Alright.
Kate, you do not have work. Brighton, you do not have work. Claire, you have rudimentary work from home set up.
Okay.
Now, real quick, I would like Brighton and Kate, just so that I know, to both of you make me an intelligence plus politics roll.
Oh. Oh dear.
Ooh.
I have one of each of those dots in
Excellent.
dots in those. No successes.
One success.
Brighton, you are eligible for CERB, the Canadian Emergency Fund. Kate, your initial application was denied. There was such a rush.
Why?
There was such a rush to get in CERB applications to get basically unemployment insurance for the pandemic that you can only apply once a week. And Kate, you unfortunately did not fill it out correctly the first time, so your resources are reduced by 1 for the remainder of this chapter, at least.
So my resources are reduced to 0 dots.
Which is you have no expendable cash.
Which is me all the time. I think I go up a dot.
Actually,
Am I living with my
resources
parents
0.
right now?
Resources 0 means that you can afford your apartment and nothing else.
So I'm living, bumming off my parents.
You're bumming off
For
your parents.
everything.
You still have your rent, basically.
Yeah.
Megan, you are still being paid because you're in a respectable profession. Claire, you're still being paid, but you have to work. And Brighton, as a server, you actually are going... Your resources what normally?
0.
You're at resources 1 for the month.
Yay!
Well, I would think eventually. This is early days, so
This is 2 weeks after Canada shut down.
I think not too long from now, though, a lot of places like physiotherapy started doing online stuff and
Yeah.
some in-person
You'll
stuff,
start doing video calls for assessments and things.
Yeah.
explaining exercises and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Good.
So, with that, what do you all do with the rest of your night?
We're at the
Um,
den.
You're
Is it a
back at-
Thursday night?
It's, well, Friday morning, technically.
Did we ever do it? We didn't do our weekly movie night, did we?
Not tonight.
No.
Technically, we're probably not even supposed to be near each other, so
But we're also werewolves, so
we are, yes.
we'll count as like a family unit or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Just a quick question. That notebook, did it appear to be the woman's? Like, was it in her purse or something?
It was in her pocket, in her pant. The notebook appeared to be belonged to the woman with the gun, one of the huge
Okay.
possessed.
Not the.
But you do have her ID and address. So the purse belonged to one Felicia Boyle. The other 3, they had IDs on them as well as money. So technically, Kate, you might have enough money for a little while if you raided their pockets.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. You've got $92 between them,
Nice.
as well as credit cards.
hey,
Whoa.
Could order pizza.
It's true.
Just hungry.
Yep. Just order it to a block or somewhere else. You make a
Gonna
note
order it to the den.
using the credit
With a
cards.
stolen credit card?
No, with the cash.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's what I was suggesting.
$92. I can buy pizza.
All right. So, what else are you doing for the night? Just having a relax and to heal, catching up on things? Are you doing any research or checking in on any pack members
Yes, always.
at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I'm gonna ping Kit and see how he's doing with being a emergency medical support in Vancouver during the pandemic with all the overdose crises that have been happening.
You do not receive a response until almost dawn.
That's okay. It'll mostly be a message of like, hope you're doing okay. Let me know if you need me to order you something, or like a coffee ninja.
I'm sure he appreciates the gesture.
You get a heart
So-
emoji back.
Good.
And then a gun emoji next to a white dude covering his eyes emoji. And then you're pretty sure it's supposed to represent a brain exploding.
Oh, no. Okay.
Galaxy brain.
Yeah, Galaxy.
Yep.
Brain.
Oh.
Please shoot
Mood.
me.
Response,
Yeah.
mood.
Just-
I would like
just
to
a side-
research
Oh,
or
hold on.
help with
Brighton?
research.
I was just gonna say, just as a side question, did Link get Serb as well?
Oh.
Okay, so it's intelligence. He's got intelligence 2. And he has
Does he
politics 0. Nope, he's broke.
Okay.
I was wondering if he had actual proper like ID and everything, because that would make a difference too.
But given the opioid crisis and all of the other stuff, he's probably... Basically, he just didn't have a choice. He's back into dealing drugs.
Yay.
Yeah, he was almost out, and then pandemic. So that's what Link's doing right now. Now for the
One
rest...
day I'll
Now-
fix him.
Megan, you were going to start doing some research. On what?
On whatever like is in this notebook. Trying to figure out maybe what was going on.
Okay. So you have quite a few books and different tomes and digitized materials in your den. what you can do is you can either you can give me an intelligence and occult roll to start looking at some of the names and words here. Alternatively, anybody else can give me actually, I don't think you have enough to go on for that because everybody died. I have my list of clues, and then you just killed 90% of them.
I was gonna question the other guy, but then cops.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Yeah.
That's why I kept him alive.
It was a good idea. All right, so you can give me an intelligence and occult roll. This is an extended action. Each roll is going to take you an hour.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen then.
You can do this as a teamwork roll.
I have no occult. I have academics.
I have 1 point in occult. I can try and help.
I guess I could add willpower to it to at least get rid of the -3 of unskilled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that'll give me 2 dice.
All right, are you going to make this a teamwork roll?
Sure.
Because I mean, all Kate's doing is like bumming around, waiting for pizza.
Yeah, I will pull the notebook out and start like reading what I think is interesting that we should look up out loud, and then start throwing books at you.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I, so what's my
Here, look
roll
at this one.
It was occult plus what?
Int.
Occult
Int?
plus int.
Good. I
It-
have 2 dice.
Nice. It's
Yay,
research.
same
So,
as me.
is anybody else helping?
Yeah, I'm gonna help too.
Okay.
I
Because it's
want-
teamwork. Kate, you
Sorry.
get your +3 bonus because it's teamwork.
I get 1 success.
Okay, who's the primary? Is it Megan?
I was kind of
think so.
assuming
Yeah.
it was because I started it, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
Throwing books at me, and I'm just going like,
I have so
Look.
many dice.
3 successes on 3 dice. It was pretty nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So, and Claire, are you helping at all, or are you gonna get some rest, or?
I wanted to look up Felicia Boyle. See what I
Okay.
can see about
So
her.
that is going to be an int plus computer roll.
Okay.
That was the
Okay,
other
this is actually fairly promising. Okay. All right, 4 successes on that first roll.
4
Nice.
successes. All right. So the first hour, you start to look through Plague-Shuck. A spirit of illness. That makes sense. Looking at it, the Nimmer. Doing that's obviously okay. You start to do research. 4 successes. You check most of the spirits that are known to the Forsaken and ally with them. The research is difficult, but those names... When a spirit gains enough renown to have a name worth remembering, it's a little easier to research them. It's at that point that you realize whatever spirit this is, whatever this plague creature is, it's not allied with the Forsaken. And if not them, then maybe the Pure. This will take a little more research. You can keep rolling if you'd like.
Okay. Do I keep all the successes that other people gave me, or do they have to roll again?
Everybody has to roll again.
Okay.
Claire, how many successes did you get? 3 successes. Okay.
I have a lot of computers.
You start to do some research, and you find that she is a social worker. She's listed with the government of British Columbia's social she went to the University of Victoria for their social work program and is listed on their graduating website from 2002. Her ID says that she's 43, so she must have went back in her late 20s to get that degree. She's worked as a social worker. You see that inside of her purse she has a card that looks like a key card to some type of government building. And given her a quick search, you know exactly where she lives. And are you just kind of doing a general web search, or are you going to try to reach out to your existing knowledge of other things in the area involving the Uratha, other werewolves.
Yeah, I was gonna start with general web search and then maybe see if there was any connections with the Uratha that I...
Okay. So that's what you get right now. She was a government worker,
Okay.
a social worker, and you don't have access to any of her accounts, but you find her on social media. She was far prettier before she was beaten to death. And as you're flicking through her social media profile, you'll find a photo of her with a bunch of people. Just kind of one of those big happy group photos.
Yeah.
But as you're looking at them, you'll see that one of the women there is wearing a jean vest with her shoulder exposed. And you see an auspice tattoo on her shoulder. With that, do me another roll, Claire. Those of you doing occult research, what'd you get?
Got 4.
7.
Okay. So you got 4, 1, so 7 now?
Yeah, we showed Christine our
Yeah.
rolls.
Perfect.
They
So she could.
showed me their rolls, and I just went ahead and did it. Which, by the way, that was disgusting, Jen. And I rolled 6 successes right off the bat.
That's
And
great.
then I had to explode a 10 into 7.
Nice.
So you are lucky enough that the bit of research that Val left over, as well as Nicholas's own files that he's digitized for you, draws from a lot of different lore. Now, every one of the tribes has a totem spirit. One of the firstborn. For you, it's Black Wolf or Winter Wolf or Red Wolf for you, who are Iron Masters. And then, of course, we can't forget Death Wolf or... who's the other one? Of course, Fenris Wolf. But there were others. The Pure Tribes. Although there are only 3 of them, they have firstborn children of Father Wolf as their totems as well. Dire Wolf, the largest and the alpha of the firstborn. And then there's Silver Wolf, the wolf of the Ivory Claws, who knows nothing but pain, as his very fur burns him with every moment of his existence. And then, Rabid Wolf, the totem of the fire-touched. You've only heard things about them in passing. Fanatical priests and preachers. Crazed zealots. Rabid Wolf apparently grants them visions of the future, prophecies. And it's there down that rabbit hole that Brighton, you'll actually find it. Rabid Wolf, the most fervid of the litter of firstborn, had a child of his own. He of the 50 stinking teeth. Nimursagu, the Plague-Shuck, is known to be a harrier of Rabid Wolf. He's a second-born, a wolf spirit. Sort of. But decades, pardon me, but eons of devouring and consuming disease and plague spirits has changed his nature. Not a Magath. Not quite. But you hear there's something about this creature this horrible sketch that you find of a wolf smiling with 50 teeth jutting out of its elongated mouth, almost like a crocodile's.
Oh.
You ever hear the story about the Plague-Shuck you find in a notebook? Humans have a lot of different myths about big black hellhounds that if you see them, you're probably going to die. You think that means us, but not always. I saw one. Looked like an Urshel. Sick as hell, probably dying. It smiled at me and just walked away. There's a little sketch. And it looks something like that. Because I love this book and I'm using it to my heart's content. What's known about this creature is that it tends to hunt hospitals and other places with lots of disease. It loves disease. It eats it and shares it, promotes it, almost farms it. All right. And Claire, how many successes did you get?
3 again.
3 again?
Yeah.
Checking through, you check a couple of the linked profiles, all of which are dead accounts, except for one. One of the men in the photo, with a very strong build and a discernibly slightly werewolfish look. A guy named Tom Martin. Tom Martin, with a quick check, was one of Winter's Maw, the pack that died the year before, or I guess 2 years before. She was one of their pack. After checking around to the others in the photo, either deactivated accounts or memorial accounts. Out of all the people in that big group photo, you think she was the last one? Are you going to keep researching, any of you? Or call it there?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying again, just a little further, see if we can get anything more that's important to us.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Eating pizzas were just like
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Eat pizza with one hand, flip pages with the other.
Not like I got anywhere to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
right.
Not gonna hurt if we fall asleep at the den.
Only 2 for me this time.
Ooh, 3 for me.
Nice.
You guys are all spending willpower every time?
No,
I'm not.
No?
No, I'm just doing.
Bonus.
We're doing teamwork roll, so I'm.
I
just
just
doing
have I have
every
3
time.
dice and I've just been doing well.
Nice.
I've been
I'm
getting
gonna
1
spend
per, but I'm
willpower.
rolling 5 each time.
Oh, nice.
It's teamwork, so anytime I do teamwork,
It's still bright outside and it's almost 10 o'clock. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't tell in this room. Regardless of what time of day it is, unless you can like get like right the time of day when it like comes in through
6
the...
again.
6
Sunset.
again.
Nice.
Nice.
This is why we make you the primary.
What you find is that you don't find terribly much specific about him. What you'll find though is that he's rumored. Would you be more interested in learning about his bane or his ban? Something
You remind me of what they do again?
something he cannot do, or something that harms him greater?
Probably something that harms him,
Yeah.
as we're might come up against him with what's going on right now.
There's a little note that you'll find that says that that this account of coming across a black dog. And it's a harrowing story of this hospital down in the south of the United States, in Louisiana. This old, derelict hospital that had been abandoned. This is a note from shortly after the Civil War, actually. Some Forsaken took refuge in a blasted and mortared out hospital. One of those field hospitals. And they found that some locals, some of their wolf-blooded who had caught gangrene from battle, were being stalked by a black dog. One of them got into a tussle with it, falling into a pit where some bodies during the war had been disposed of quickly in an incinerator. But the incinerator hadn't been that hot. It was full of bones still. There were all sorts of deaths there, some that had been ushered on fast to make room for soldiers. But he remembers that one, this brittle, strange, rotted out bone, perforated, jabbed into the creature, and it yelped and fled. It was brittle, though. Even with the fire, there was something wrong with the marrow. Megan, the way that it's described, given your medical training, you think some type of skeletal condition. Maybe bone cancer. Kind of a tall ask, but powerful spirits have powerful bands. And banes. But what you'll also find is another talk that says that black dogs are generally easy to get along with the Forsaken. And that this one creepy smiling one is perfectly cordial if you don't get in its way.
Okay.
Claire, what were you doing?
Oh yeah. So that Tom Martin.
Yeah.
Of the Winter's Maw. So his account wasn't deactivated, or is it a memorial?
It looks like it just was never posted again.
Oh, it looks like he just never posted on it again.
Yeah, there's nothing posted in there, but it's not deleted. It's just a wide open post or a wide open Facebook account.
Okay, I'd like to maybe look into him maybe one more time, just a little bit more, and then get some sleep because I work in the morning.
Sounds good.
So let me go another roll. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to do it again. No, just 2.
As you're looking around in his profile, you'll see that there are some other pictures there. It's not locked down. His profile is completely open. Not very good on that whole security front. But you browse back. The photos begin a decade ago, right when Facebook first started. The last photos are just before Winter Maw vanished. But before that, there are a couple of photos of the group again, including a woman. She's absolutely radiant, with long, silvery blonde hair. She's smiling. The tips of her cheeks are almost above her eyes. The smile is so wide. Almost as wide as she is. 9 months pregnant. The tag on it. Can't wait to meet him. The woman's not tagged by name, though. Just the photo comment. I can't wait to meet him. And that's what you're going to get out of that.
Okay. Okay.
As far as you can tell, Tom never got a chance to meet that kid.
Mhm.
Wintermaw vanished probably right around the time the kid was born, to be honest.
Okay. Claire's gonna write that down, and my brain stopped, and she's probably gonna go to sleep.
All right. Sounds good. Everybody else, you found about as much as you can, and it's about 6 in the morning right now. You'll get that heart response from Kit. And you go to sleep. The next morning comes pretty easily. The beginning of your day is pretty casual. You wake up at whatever time suits you. Megan, you'll wake up to some text messages from Chris, the actor. Your relationship has been fairly physical, but as all things tend to do, if it lasts for a couple of months, other things start to bleed in. And he started to lean on you a bit in this past week. Besides waking up to the usual six-pack ab, half-naked shot with no face, a little bit after that, you'll hear... So, are you allowed to come over? Is that okay, or do we have to just hunker in place?
I mean, that seems to be what they're saying. Essentially, text back.
I could probably use some company. This shutting down production up here, it's really stressing me out. Like...
Now, does he have like his own apartment, or?
Yep, he has his own condo. He
All right,
lives...
she'll go visit. She's not going to get sick, she doesn't think.
Okay.
She's a werewolf, so.
All right, so you head over to his apartment in violation of quarantine procedure. The few people you pass on... Do you drive?
Yeah, I have a car.
The subway
She's the only one of us who does.
I have enough resources for that.
The subway and buses are highly limited at this point. In fact, I'm not actually... Within 2 weeks, were they running again? It's been a little while.
I don't think they ever actually stopped.
They never
but
actually
cut down.
stopped.
That's fair.
They cut down routes, and they cut down
And it's back entrance only for most things.
back entrance only, limited number of
stopped.
people, and free.
Yeah,
And
because
free,
people
yeah.
still have to get to hospitals and
That's
other
true.
essential places.
All right, so you drive over and have a pleasant morning. Well, pleasant early afternoon. At the end of it, he talks quite a bit. After the sex, he opens up. Gets a little... He's a little emotional. This is his big break. The show was just about to start filming. His costume fitting had been on March 17th.
Oh.
3 days later, they shut it down. All he has is some promo photos. He's terrified. Whether or not he'll admit it or not, it's obvious that he's terrified. That either he'll get sick and die, or that this production will go under. And you think he's far more afraid of the second. What do you say?
I think she will encourage him, to just kind of, well, we don't know what's going to happen, but if it's going forward, we might as well stay in shape, right? I'll help you. And pull him out to go for a run in the park or something, because that's going to make him feel better, because endorphins and whatnot.
I mean, I thought we already just had a workout. But...
Yeah.
We can do another. Besides, haven't you heard that exercise makes you more interested?
You mean sexercise?
Well, we go for the exercise first, and then we do this exercise.
Okay, we can go for a run. All right. So you go out for a run. Brighton, you have a pretty quiet morning. Is there anything that you're doing around the den?
I mean, since we kind of came home to a bit of a mess, I might clean it up and just, it essentially just try to occupy my time. I have no real plans. I do try to like make sure I go home every so often, but it's also a big house filled with people, most of whom probably aren't working right now, so it might just be a big house full of angry tension.
So
And how
you're-
many of them are actually following quarantine protocols?
One of them definitely is, and you're going to wake up to a message from Link.
Uh-huh.
Aubrey's not leaving her room, and I can smell her.
Oh.
Like, I don't know what to do. It smells like meat. Like, not like real meat, but you know, like meat farts.
Oh god.
I don't know what to do. Bryden, come home and kick her out. Bathe her.
I'm gonna text back. What do you want me to do? Just open her door and like fire hose her?
You're gonna get a photo back of Link going,
How's the cat?
he sends you a photo of the cat sitting on top of Jackson's face while he's asleep.
Okay, so good then.
This is, with the tag, this is the closest Jackson's ever been to pussy.
Oh god.
Jackson is phenomenally gay, so that's probably accurate.
Fair, yeah. Okay, I'm going to assume that I have. It was Audrey or Aubrey?
I believe it's Aubrey, but it's whatever
Aubrey.
you have written down.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
I wrote down Aubrey.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to be Audrey based on the Parks and Rec actress, but it's on the wiki as, or on the wiki as Aubrey. So your call.
Cool. We'll go with Aubrey.
Cool. Aubrey Bow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I assume I have her contact information, even if we don't necessarily text all the time, because it's just good to have your housemate's contact information. And I'm just gonna send like a kind of like what's up, and then some sort of emoji that she would appreciate.
Okay.
Like not a normal one, but like, I don't know, a little ghost or something.
That's fair. That's probably for the best right there.
Yeah.
Okay. As you send that, you'll see the little check mark, seen. There's no reply.
Okay. I don't know how to connect with her. Fuck it. I'm gonna head back to the house,
Okay.
and I'm just going to knock on her door until she answers.
Okay. You knock for a good 5 minutes.
Yep.
There's no reply. You can smell the staleness and body odor of someone who hasn't showered in at least a week? 2 weeks, maybe? When was the last time you saw her? Now you're starting to have trouble remembering.
Yeah, this is not good. Aubrey.
The banging yields no results. Looking down, you notice that her doorknob is the same as at least one other room in the house, with a tiny hole in the middle. A wire coat hanger can pop that lock with a single push.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Alright. Going and grabbing a coat hanger or a chopstick or something, or a hairpin even, you quickly pump the lock open. It clicks, and you're greeted by the scent of unwashed clothes and actually urine. As you open the door, her room is a mess, more of a a nest than anything at this point, of
Mhm.
piles of clothes and discarded bits of food that have been nested away. And you see her laying there on the bed. Her eyes are open, and she's staring at her phone, scrolling through it. As you open the door, she pulls a blanket up around her underwear and t-shirt, covers herself, and shrinks away from you. I don't want to talk. Leave me alone.
Aubrey, you gotta get up.
No, leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. Can you make me a wits and empathy roll?
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of rolling 3 dice pools today.
I know, right?
Yeah. 1 success.
1 success. This is definitely abnormal. You know that she has little bouts of anxiety and depression, but not like this.
Yeah. Okay, well.
What do you do?
I'm trying to think if there's a way I can beef up my strength without shifting, and I don't think there is. Sadly.
I mean, do you want any advice or hints?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. No, I don't condone any of these things in real life. So for one, just grabbing her and throwing her in the shower.
That's why
Good
I wanted
idea.
to beef up my strength.
True.
I have strength 1. Oh no, I have strength 2. Oh, never mind.
If she is this chemically, like mentally chemically drained, if you need to jumpstart her, you're pretty sure that you could probably dose her with something from Link's collection. That could be dangerous. It could be very, like, for one, like I said, I don't condone this in real life.
Oh yeah, no.
But slipping a molly to a depressed girl might fix her temporarily.
Yeah.
Very temporarily.
Very temporarily, and she'll probably crash after. I'd rather... my initial plan was to just go in, grab her, and throw her in the shower.
Okay.
And I thought I only had strength 1, but I actually have strength 2, which means all of my numbers on my second sheet are wrong.
Okay. So, why don't you go ahead and make me a strength and stamina roll?
Sure.
And she is going to resist with a 1. Okay.
2 successes.
All right, so she's going to struggle against you, but she's so weak from bed rest that she doesn't have much to do. You'll throw her into the shower stall that you 5 share. 6? However many share.
Yeah. I think there's 6 people in the house total, but I think it's 3 floors.
And turn on the water, spilling down over her still partially dressed form.
Yeah.
She'll sputter, and you realize that she's still holding her cell phone in her hand.
I'll grab it, and then if I'll call out for Link to see if he's around.
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you get a bucket, like a bowl of rice going? Just like rice. I need to soak a phone, or I need to not soak a phone. Unsoak a phone.
Looking at the phone in your hand, it's an older model, but like it's an iPhone 6. It actually, it's wet, but the screen's still functioning fine.
I'd still rather throw it in a bowl of rice just to be sure.
All right, do you want white rice or brown rice?
Whatever works for phones,
I don't
man.
know what works better for phones.
White. Let's go with white. I don't know.
Okay, white rice coming up. We don't have brown rice
It's
anyway.
cheaper anyway.
We don't have brown rice. Is white rice still fine?
Yes.
All right, and with that, she'll sputter under the water.
Yeah.
And after a moment, though, she'll shake her head and look up at you.
Hey.
The hell are you doing here? Why am I in the shower?
Well, you were kind of catatonic. And,
Did you give me Corona?
no.
Okay, can you give me my cigarettes then?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe, get some soap while you're in there and...
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's you.
Oh, what the... Did I...
Alright, I'll get... You wash up. I'll get you your cigarettes, alright?
Okay, and as you're walking out, you'll hear the sound of wet clothing hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Just hand them over the top of the shower.
Yeah. I'll go find her cigarettes and hand them to her.
Cool. She will turn her back to the jet and begin smoking profoundly while washing her back and body.
Yep. That's fine.
She's that practice of a smoker, so
she's doing something. That's really all I can ask for at this point.
You soak her phone with Link and hang out for a few minutes. About a half hour later, she comes out dressed in her normal black jeans, black top, and a black shrug. She's still smoking heavily. She opens the fridge, grabs some milk, and pours herself a glass. You need to stop putting your fucking edibles in the freezer. I didn't do anything, Link says. Yeah? Why the fuck was I baked off my ass? For like, what, a week? I don't know what the hell you had in the fridge. But I'm sure I ate one of your concoctions. Yeah, you probably did. It's gross. Don't sell that shit. I'd hate to be some girl waking up and only remember like everything goes white for a week. Don't sell that shit. Be better. She'll grab a box of Cheerios and pour it into her glass of milk and walk back to her room.
Yeah, that seems about right. As she's talking, can I get a sense of whether she's essentially trying to shift blame to save face, or if she actually...
You can make me an empathy plus wits roll.
Cool. 1 success.
You think that she's actually... She's grasping. She wants it to be that.
Okay,
she wants it to not be her fault.
Fair. Yeah, okay.
But there's that phrase, like, everything went white.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was what made me... At first, I just thought it was her trying to save face and not blame herself, but that was the weird part.
And as she walks back into her room, Link's gonna lean in next to your ear and go, "Dude, aside from, like, some Pineapple Express that I put in a brownie, we don't got shit in the fridge. I haven't had enough money to have edibles. Those brownies have been there for, like, 4 months. I think it's still there. I don't know what the hell I didn't do that, okay?"
I know. But... she might need that. Just to
If she
not...
can have it. Like, I'll own up to it, but I just need you to know I didn't do that. If she tries to kick me out of the house, I didn't do it.
Yes.
Bullshit.
At least she's had a shower now.
Yeah. Want to split that brownie? Meanwhile, Claire, what do you do with your morning?
Well, I probably got my laptop with me, so I can probably do the work at home.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, probably just wake up half an hour to when I'm supposed to start working, and then rush to get ready, and then start working probably from the den where I fall asleep.
Mm-hmm. You have a pretty relaxed morning, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
You've got the Skype for business chats with Gina. You've got, like, her talking about how her little tryst with that marketing guy. What was his name again?
Brian?
Oh yeah, that's over.
Oh, yeah. Brian
That
Nye. Yeah.
that was catastrophic.
How was it?
Oh man, she doesn't even really want to talk about it, but she does want to talk about it.
But she does.
She does.
Like, she basically just says that, like, they hooked up about a dozen times, and she could have finished, like, an episode of The Simpsons in the same amount of time. She would have laughed less.
Oh my goodness. That good, huh?
I mean, he was hot, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just being a bitch.
No.
No, it was fine. It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, just shit doesn't work out, you know? He dumped me. People don't dump me, Claire.
He dumped you? Yeah.
You just didn't see, like, it going anywhere.
Hmm.
I guess his family's, like, really conservative. I don't know.
Weird. Well,
Yeah, well, it's not
whatever.
Like I didn't even want to meet his family.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There
Yeah.
are other people out there.
Oh, yeah, right in the
You
middle
know
of a
that.
pandemic.
Oh, yeah,
Going
well.
to get that quarantine dick.
If anyone.
Ooh.
God damn. Take a beat, Megan.
Yes. Is that a pack beat?
That's a pack. They're all pack beats now.
Excellent. You're welcome, guys.
Thanks.
So, Claire.
Yeah.
She's gonna be messaging you on a separate server, like not her work. I've been having weird dreams recently. Like,
What happened in them?
I don't know. Like, I've been really depressed about, like, I've been really bummed about this, right? And I got really drunk the other night. And, like, I did the stereotypical thing where I put on rom-coms and I, like, ate an entire pint of ice cream.
Oh. Did it help?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, so, like,
Oh, for a brief moment.
for a brief moment it was excellent, and then I was hoisted by my own petard.
Oh.
I don't know if I have ever told you this. Now, Gina, as you'll remember, is one of your wolf-blooded in your pack. Sometimes when I'm really tired, and it doesn't happen that often, when I sleep, I dream about being in, you know, that other place. Spirit world. I don't think it's really a dream, though. I don't know. I mean, it's happened anytime I was really depressed or really out of it since the time I was like a teenager, where I'd wake up in the middle of the night, like outside of my body, and I'd just roam around. Well, last night I was walking around downtown. I mean, kind of downtown, but it was downtown like it looked like it was made of these fingers. Like they weren't buildings, they were fingers reaching up toward the moon, and it was, you know, like this big half ball made of purple. And I saw this weird... I mean, everything was weird, but I saw this weird lady walking down the street, and I don't know if you ever seen like a Japanese wedding dress.
Yeah.
I mean, no shit, you've seen Japanese wedding. You know, like a Japanese, like the white Japanese wedding dresses with like the hoods.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked like somebody wearing something like that, but like no face, no hands coming out of it, just kind of floating around. I tried to talk to it, but it ignored me. And when it looked at me, it just... I swear to God, Claire, I've never felt so alone in my entire life.
With the look that it gave you?
Yeah, I woke up. I gotta do something to cheer myself up because I don't want to go back there tonight.
Yeah. Does this ring any bells for me?
It could be a number of spirits.
Okay.
Remember, there are spirits of all sorts of concepts, so it could be a spirit
Sure.
of loneliness. Could be a spirit of silence. Or are you talking about her powers? So
Both, really.
Wolf-blooded have special abilities. They're usually very minor, and they don't often explain what they do to other members of their pack because it's very personal.
Mm-hmm.
But for example, I'll tell you two that you know of inside of your wolf bloods, and those come from the Emersons. Norma has what can easily be described as what is it called? Anger issues. Norma's only 10 years old, and it's only happened a couple of times, but she is capable of entering Caruth.
Oh. Wow. Amazing.
It's happened at school once, at the playground after school, when she was getting picked on. And her uncle was able to pull her away before anybody else saw her. But she shifts up into Dalu and beat the hell out of two boys 3 years older than her.
So I guess this is one of the reasons why Kate ends up sometimes being her babysitter.
Yep. The Wolfblood takes Dalu in both stages of Caruth and has all the benefits of that form, including heightened traits and regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
And the really easy one is her uncle, who has incredibly big teeth. He is an ugly man. And that is because his jaw is a size larger than it should be. That is...
But
Nope.
we've never heard of any powers from, like,
Bite, yeah.
Nicholas.
No, he has not told you what his are.
Interesting.
Tells you that. And then finally, Kate, you sleep in later than everybody else.
Oh, yeah, no, she's, like, sleeping until, like, 2 p.m. 3 p.m.
At 2 p.m., you're woken up by a phone call.
Oh?
It's your father.
Oh. Definitely answering that. Hey, Dad?
Hey, how's it going, honey?
It's going... I mean...
Look,
I just...
I'm passing this on from your uncle. Okay?
Uh-huh.
She's fine. Carly was going to work today.
Uh-huh.
Well, going to pick some stuff up from school, at least, or something. And there was a little accident on the bus.
What happened?
Two buses ran into each other.
Oh, Jesus.
She's all right. She's at the hospital. They're keeping her for observation because she hit her head, but she's fine.
Okay.
But if you're traveling around today, you be careful. People are acting like complete assholes out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, acting like complete a-holes out there. Okay? And I don't want you getting hurt.
Yeah, Yeah.
I think she's gonna have her phone on her if it isn't busted up. But if you want to send her any flowers, are they doing flowers right now? Honey, are they doing flowers right now?
I have no idea. Yeah, I'll give her a call. Are we allowed to visit her, or?
I don't think so. But if you have anything you can drop off that can be sanitized, like a Nintendo or anything like that, she's actually pretty near you. She could probably use anything you have to give her. She's probably going nuts in there. She's at what is it? Mount St. Joseph.
Mount St. Joseph.
That's pretty close to your place.
Yeah. How long did they say she was gonna have to stay?
A day or two. It was pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. I think I have some of her stuff at my place anyway.
Oh hell!
I can drop
Hey,
off.
are you near a TV?
There is one here.
Yeah, they're talking about it on the news right now.
She's gonna.
And as you click the news on, you'll see a news report of a reporter at the scene where two buses. It looks like one bus just blew through a red light and T-boned another bus, almost bending it in half a bit. And sources on the scene say that there's no suspicion of any type of drug or alcohol abuse, and according to the driver, he appeared to have some type of episode. Is that what you heard? Yes, ma'am. That is. He said that something like that. Everything just went white. I think I'm gonna call game there.
What the
Fair.
fuck?
All right. So that was episode 1 of season 2 of Werewolf the Forsaken.
Mhm.
The Bitches of Brewery Park. Plague Dog. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We got quite a few plates spinning, and
Yep.
some Kates spinning. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them either in YouTube or on our Twitch channel, or check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. Thank you so much for tuning in. And before we go, I'm gonna say that you get a beat for showing up. You get a beat for boop, boop. All right, so with pack beats, everybody take 3 beats for the night.
Okay.
Cool. Does that include the beat we got for the pack being awesome earlier?
Take 4 beats total.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I got a beat for dramatic failure, so I can take that, right?
Or are we putting those all in the pool?
I assumed that all of those went to the pool and were divided by 4.
Fair. Okay.
So everybody gains all the beats.
All the beats.
And I just rounded up, so basically,
Okay.
Jen, I just rounded up because of that.
Cool.
Well,
Okay, and that means the pack
Thank
also
you.
has 4 beats. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. We will be back in short order this Sunday, July 12th, for episode 2. Hopefully we'll see you there.
Oh,
And
nice.
welcome back.
Is the wiki
Pat.
up yet?
The first page of the wiki is up, yes. So if you go and Google fandom Bitches of Brewery Park or fandom Dork Tales, both of those should pull up our wikis. I'm populating them right now, but I'm working on a lot of other projects, so it's slow. It's slow. But the main page is up. So go check it out. Learn some stuff. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody, and
Of course.
Oh.
thank you. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.